On the TV, on the field tonight.
Yeah. That's the only downside of the Seattle throwback for today's one.
Yeah, they're good-looking jerseys, but they look a little. Oh, hello and welcome to What We're Talking About with Jamie Jakes. I am him, and we are here to watch the Dallas Cowboys play the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are in their throwback uniforms. The Cowboys are in their classic whites at home. We are recording live from Dallas as Dak Prescott drops back. Throws to the right, over the middle. Immediately. Woo! CD Lamb.
That's a picture-perfect star. He caught that in the center of the star just to get a nice little photo op for the game.
Hey, it's almost like you couldn't even script it any better, some would say.
Some would say.
Let's see if they can hear us at home, and it feels like they can. That's always good news when you're live, that people can hear you.
Yeah. I think it's fun that
there it is. Thank you, Paxton.
I think it's fun that we're more in Dallas than this game is.
Dak drops back to pass again to CD Lamb. He gets hit pretty quickly, but not after he gains about 8 yards on that play. And Dak Prescott is, I haven't said it out loud yet until this moment, playing at an MVP level over the last 4 or 5 games. He's playing unbelievably. I was listening to PFF. He said this is the highest grade run of 5 games we've ever seen since we've been grading for the past 15 years or whatever. Dak Prescott under center. And I'm trying to just curse him by saying that, but
you also have shorthand with Pat McAfee. Is that what it is?
Hand up.
Is that y'all's little love language?
Up to the right, Tony Pollard, gain of 0. What'd you say?
You have shorthand with the Pat McAfee show? Or is that what you were abbreviating a second ago?
Yes. Yeah. I also.
What did I say?
Does everybody know that PMF is Pat McAfee?
I think you meant to say PFF, Pro Football Focus. It was giving grades.
I said PFF.
Okay, maybe I just have Pat McAfee on the brain. Yeah, dude.
I might have said PMS. I said PFF.
Sure, I'm going to see.
Dak Prescott drops back to pass. Throws it over the middle, wide open. Caught Brandon Cooks.
B. Diddy Cooks.
On 3rd and 2, they get about 25, and Dak Prescott is absolutely slinging it. And that offensive line, Dak Prescott has said in an interview this week, man, he's like, a lot of credit goes to the offensive line. I have so much time back there. Yep. And look, he absolutely does on this play. All the time in the world.
You remember during the 49ers
2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, still nobody even getting close to him.
See, if we were on the Prime Vision feed, it would have giving us a better counter on that one. Maybe we'll
It also
change at
calls
quarter.
defensive alert.
Look at this little. They're getting tricky with it now already.
Quick sweep to CeeDee Lamb, and he's going to get 6 on the play. Didn't look like he was going to get much, and then he just found a corner.
You remember when they played the 49ers, how the whole broadcast, I believe it was Sunday Night Football, they kept going on and on and on about Dak doing the West Coast style offense where they're getting the ball out super, super quick. He was back there for less than 2 seconds to throw, it felt like, on most possessions. And it seems like the exact opposite mindset going now. He's just sitting back there looking comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
When you got protection, you can afford to have those little luxuries.
Dak Prescott drops back to pass. Screen to Pollard, and he's going to break one tackle and get the first down, it appears. He was taken down there from behind by DeMarcus Jones. So if you are watching us right now, please sync your TV up with us. We are at 11:25 on the clock. We'll give you updates as the show goes on. I'm going to update this scoreboard in a second. Turn your broadcast volume down low. Turn us up high. Dak Prescott under center drops back to pass the CeeDee Lamb on a quick slant, and it's tipped up.
Dangerous.
Yeah, kind of dangerously. Well said, Miles Francis. We're trying to update the scoreboard for you. I am the host of the show. I'm also the producer and the tech guy. So we thank you for watching.
He doesn't wear just the cowboy hat. He wears many hats.
He wears all hats.
You guys seeing the scoreboard freak out? Here we go. Okay. And here we are.
Yeah, he kind of just didn't go to catch that ball. He just waited till it got him, and then
DB made a great
Dak
play.
drops back to pass, throws it to the left corner of the end zone. He's got his man. It's tipped.
Come on. I had Ferguson on my fantasy team. That would have been a great start.
Jake Ferguson Woolen on the pass breakup, and that's a great pass breakup. That was a great pass by Dak. Put it in the perfect spot. He really is putting the ball wherever he wants to.
Yeah.
Last 5 games. Unbelievable.
yeah.
Was the Eagles game also on that 5, or is that just out of the
Since the Eagles game, yeah. Ever since the Eagles game.
I want to make it. CeeDee Lamb almost. Oh, they didn't show the rest. CeeDee Lamb almost got that ball. Like
Also, has played a lot of shitty teams. Sorry to interrupt you, Miles.
oh, you're good. You're good.
Dak Prescott back to pass again. He's got a lot of time. They send 5 on the blitz, and he's maneuvering around the pocket. Pass is caught.
The flag.
There's a flag on the play.
Devontae Turpin is a bad dude. He's just our returner, really. And now they're starting to elevate him into the offense, like an old Tavon Austin system.
Yeah, I thought it was Brandon Cooks there for a second. The way he skied up for that thing, he's got a little bit of explosivity in those legs.
That and he's a real possession guy. He's quick and fast, but he'll catch the ball.
Great hands on that play. We'll see what the flag is. No foul. No foul.
No
First
flag.
down.
Why
Well,
was this
Well, it's in Dallas, so that's why.
what's that?
It's in Dallas, so that's why. I don't know if there were. I don't know what the call potentially even was. Wow, he really did get up for that ball.
He floated too.
And took a pretty hard bump on the way down. It was Jamal Adams on the coverage.
Damn.
It's like a good time to hit the biggest target on the
This is a
field,
real
right?
heavy
Who's
set.
that? Jake Ferguson?
Ferguson.
No, they've got lucky in the fullback.
Yep.
Dak under
They're gonna
center,
run
power
the-
formation, handoff goes to Pollard.
What
He's
do they-
gonna get bumped in the backfield. If I know that booty, that seemed like a Bobby Wagner booty to me, and it was. Yeah.
That's the one kryptonite on this team is you don't really have like a power back for these goal line and short yard situations. It's just that's the one place you miss is the
And CD is a great red zone target. Is he? He works better in open field, right? Did
Brandon
you
Cooks
agree?
is good in close range.
I believe that. I don't think they take enough passing passes. They just keep trying to run Pollard.
Dak play action, rolls out to the right, throws it, tips, and almost
Great job.
intercepted.
That's Singletary. They got
Devon Witherspoon.
Okay.
I was so I'm also a Lions fan. I'm wearing a Cowboys hat and an outfit. I'm a Lions fan, and I was so disappointed when the Seahawks took Witherspoon before the Lions could get to him. It worked out. We still got Brian Branch, he's been great too. But man, Devon Witherspoon is so fun to watch.
so feisty.
Yeah, great tackler.
And he's lined up against the field against with
I don't know. Here we go. Dak drops back to pass. He's gonna get hit.
First time tonight.
First pressure.
pressure.
Linebacker blitz with
And it feels like a win there. Seattle holding them to a field goal here. It would, see.
Jordan Brooks gets the sack, comes up unblocked. Dak's looking up at the Megatron there, trying to figure out how he fucked up that blocking scheme. We're going to see him come from the outside.
Steele.
He just got his man beat and just looked like a.
I think Steele just didn't take the right guy.
I think he did. He was taking the guy to the outside.
Okay.
I think that was the kick is up. The kick is good chip shot. Kind of like golfed it in there.
Thinking the back would pick up the
Aubrey. Well, he did. That was his assignment, but
Pollard's just not the greatest.
yeah, but that's also a big ask, just schematically, right? I think that was schematically what they were going to try, that they're trying to do. But you are right. That's a big ask for Tony Pollard to make that block in a 3-4 second pass block situation.
I would have liked to have seen Steele stay tight and then have Pollard try to pick up
The outside guy.
and just try to just maybe redirect him enough to let Dak step up into the pocket.
I agree
Like
with you.
impede his movement as opposed to try to actually stop him.
Maybe it was a blown play. Maybe that was just
Because it just looked like Terrence Steele just didn't see him because I thought inside was supposed to come inside out. And
but it felt like that's why Dak was potentially looking up at the Jumbotron was like, where we fucked that up.
What went wrong here?
Because he was probably making blocking checks at the line, which has been another thing we're talking about with like his new cadence that everyone kind of discovered over Thanksgiving or whatever.
People are roasting that.
Here we go. I love it.
I think it's dope, but people are roasting.
He got someone to jump in that game or in Thanksgiving.
Exactly. He's trying to get people off of the here instead of the hut. That's all it is. It's just a cadence. And Aaron Rodgers brought it up on McAfee, I think.
But yeah, he's also been changing blocking schemes up at the line, making Ringo calls and like shifting the line and identifying blitzers and stuff. So
and maybe that's just the part of the offense is that they went to the drum board and said, hey, I can do this. Let me do this. And they said, okay. And they kind of gave Dak a little bit more free reign because it feels like he's been more in control of the plays instead of playing conservative what the play is. Like they're letting him kind of like, hey, I see this. Let's do this play instead. Because it feels like there's a lot more audibles. It seems like there's a lot more explosion in just pre-snap movements and everything else.
Yeah, well, it's definitely explosive. That's for sure. It's operating extremely well.
But as you said, they're playing the shittiest teams. But you can only play who's on your schedule. We can't revision history and say, hey, now that all these guys are 0-7, let's go ahead and schedule somebody else.
Right.
But that's why this game is so exciting, right? Because it's like
A real test.
if the Cowboys do come out and cover this spread again at home and put up 40 again at home, they're for real.
They're right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They've been doing the right things too.
Are you about to say it's our year?
Well, I'll put it this way. I turned to my Cowboys friend, Coach Brady, the other day, and I was like, "Hey, man, I don't know if the Cowboys can win the Super Bowl this year." And that was 4 weeks ago.
Oh wow!
That was 4 weeks ago.
Are you feeling like a big old dum dum?
Kind of. Well, I guess we'll see. Kick is up in the air.
I would say that having a hot streak mid-season is definitely not something that's foreign to the Cowboys, and that still doesn't mean that they're Super Bowl contenders at this point in my mind. I think that you need the mental strain that comes with playoff football on Dak's shoulders to actually test, whereas this is a test in a way. The Cowboys are just known for early round losses in the playoffs, and until they get past that, I don't think they've passed anything.
Charbonnet in the backfield behind Geno Smith, who has been struggling this year compared to last. It's in shotgun in the pistol formation. Tyler Lockett goes in motion, splits back out. The handoff is to Charbonnet, and he's going to get about a gain of 3 on the play. The rookie who is coming in.
Tussle, I love that.
Will
fight, guys.
Go tank, get some attitude, get spicy.
Will Disley getting involved in there as well.
Zach Charbonnet's kind of been a disappointment for Seattle. You thought coming out he was going to be like
High draft capital.
7 yards, just steamroll.
Granted, but you got K9 in front of him. He's still good.
That's not what the preseason feeling was. Everyone was thinking he was going to take over. Hand off goes to Charbonnet again, and he's going to gain 2 yards on the play as the money train rolls on through the station. Yeah, that was the narrative preseason. The Charbonnet is going to come in and challenge him for the starting role. And the whole offseason, I'm like, that's preposterous.
It doesn't happen or have to happen in the first season.
Yeah.
He might challenge him in the second season.
No, he won't.
But he's just not. But you're just not. But what I'm not seeing from
No,
him,
he won't.
I'm just not seeing decisive feet like you saw right there. Even go to the outside, like choppy, like not going forward motion. Like he just kind of stood. And when you kind of move, get still in the NFL defense.
Oh, Cowboys jump. Go ahead, Ryan.
I was like, you don't see like confidence in him. Like he's looking for something to be set up, and it's like you can't do that in the NFL. It's not like college where you can sit there and wait a minute.
False start on the offense.
False start on the Cowboys.
No, on the
Seattle Seahawks. My fault.
It did. I will say that lineup did look really loose. Like for him to even jump, like it almost didn't even look like they were.
What do they call on the center there?
Yeah, his head went down and his ass moved back.
Okay. Rules analyst for today's episode, Paxton Bailey.
Tilt his head back and finish the cup.
Yep.
If the center rock
Snap is away. Geno drops back to pass. He's going to get pressure, and he's going to find man. DK Metcalf. Go on. Touchdown.
He's dressed for success today.
Woo! Who let DK behind them without any help over top?
That does feel like a missed assignment.
It looked like Deron Bland.
Bland.
I think maybe Deron Bland was looking for pick number 6 and jumped the route.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's taking on Trayvon Diggs' role of either getting a pick or
Really
really
the
getting
safety too. They're circling the safety vacated.
Yikes. Seems like the safety should have been helping with that over top. Feels like Deron Bland was counting on his safety to be single high right there. Right?
Yeah, he did.
Feels like he's playing underneath to make the play, right? But he's assuming he has that safety help over top, so that's why he probably did that. Kick is up, and the kick is through the upright
And
step.
inside, he probably should have grabbed that jersey a little softer. Yeah, it was pulling on it a little bit during that catch.
How dare you say that about Deron Bland? Yeah, imagine this Cowboys defense if Diggs
Donovan
tears ACL.
I'm just very curious.
That happened to Diggs a lot still.
Diggs was feast or famine, and
Not
Bland is all feast.
last year. Diggs
Especially last year. This year he got better.
I disagree. I disagree. I don't think last year. I feel like he really played more conservative last year.
I don't know if he played conservative or if people just didn't
respect him.
Didn't test him as much as they did that first year.
It was kind of like
I felt in 2021
he had a lot of a name for a little reason, kind of like they weren't throwing at him like he was Richard Sherman.
14 interceptions.
He had ridiculous. 2021, we were at Dave and Buster's for every game. We saw.
He was going on a tear.
Yeah, I
Actually, had a really fire meme about him that year.
I just feel like I think lesson learned, and really last year Cowboys didn't really have anybody next to him, so they went after whoever they lined up in that position because they changed it weekly ever since the Jacksonville game. I think they were changing it. Yeah, because it was Brent Thomas, wasn't it? The Purdue kid, 30. What was his last name?
I don't know. I can't hear you over whatever noise is happening in your kitchen right now.
Thomas?
I don't remember.
Wanye?
No, I mean Wanye. It was he got cut after this year. Wanye took his number.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But I will find it.
He played in 2021.
Yeah. He played 2 years. He was really good 1 year, then the second year he got torched. Anthony Brown.
Oh yeah.
He was really good 1 year, the 2021 year as a second string, and then last year he actually got cooked to the point that they had to explore other options. Then he got hurt, and then Jordan Lewis got hurt, and it was a secondary in shambles.
If we have a good defense, it's just the front seven. That's all it's ever been. Our secondaries, other than Dion.
We had Kevin Smith, Larry Brown tandem in the early 90s was pretty legit. I'll go. I don't know. You probably were not.
No, and I'm not one of those Cowboys fans that go back and watch those Super Bowls. So that's not my time period. I don't get to rep that.
Right. You're not going back and watching eras of the past.
Yeah, you want to go and watch the 1993 Super Bowl? No.
You want to see? You
Kick
want
is
to
in the air
The only sport
through the back of the end zone.
I do that with is professional wrestling. I'll go back and watch like old wrestling
You don't
matches.
want to. You don't
but-
watch 19 horse collar tackles in the NFL in 1993. Like just
Occasional highlight reels for sure, but
I watch the occasional highlight reels of MMA fights from back.
sure,
Way
they'll do
back
that
when.
too. I'm a sucker for a well-groomed top 10 list. If you can actually put a like well-edited, well-thought-out top 10 list together,
Love it.
I'm with you. I'll ride that.
Depending on
that's your clickbait.
The
Yeah,
handoff
for sure.
goes to Tony Pollard. He's going to gain 2.5 yards on the play after getting munched up by the entire Seattle Seahawks defense.
Little rugby scrub.
I said pre-program night that I really felt like this was a game that probably Woodard was going to come in and wobble stomp. You guys pushed back, and so far, you look sad. It seems like you might be right.
We were going to talk about that. 7:06 on the clock, by the way. Miles, one of his no-brainer bets of the week, recommended the Dallas Cowboys at -6.5. He moved the line
over.
He moved the line 3 whole points, and Dak Prescott drops back the pass. Ooh! Here's the face going to get hit from behind.
Blindside
Gonna
shot.
go down.
He kind of felt it there at the end because he protected the ball. Because if he didn't feel that was that's not.
Oh, and not right.
Yeah.
Darrell Taylor was at 52 on the
Yeah.
sack.
Yeah, he came around. He came
That
around
was 52.
Tyron because he comes around. Good hands by Dak because that could have easily been a strip sack.
Oh yeah, felt like it was going to be. Yeah, good grip strength out of that young man. Dak Prescott playing over there in Arlington.
Complimenting the offensive line of the Cowboys.
Dak drops 2 sacks down. It's a pass. Holding. Dak dumps it off to Ferguson, and he's going to get the first down. Converting on 3rd and 16 on a dump off. Are they not going to call that holding?
Are they?
No,
think he just-
I think because he tried to spin.
Because
and
it's in Dallas.
He kind of acted too hard on it.
Let's see the replay.
So the
Number
right
7.
guard, I believe,
he tried to spin
center.
It didn't look like he really had jersey. It just looked like he tried to spin move and then just
Yeah,
That was like, Jamie, you might be able to correct me. That almost felt like a wrestling sweep the way he tackled
Great
it.
tackle by Bobby Wagner. Dak drops back to pass. Throws it deep. He's got him, man. He's going to hit the target. It's not.
But he gets the flag.
Turpin gets interfered with.
Flag
looked
on
like
that?
Tolbert instead of
it's,
Turpin.
it's Jalen Tolbert.
That looked like their feet got interlocked at best.
Rico and on the potential pass interference was on the coverage there.
He put his hands on the shoulder pad because he was way up before number 18 even got up. So he put his hands.
It is PI on the defense.
Yeah,
Who was targeted there?
Jalen Tolbert.
Jalen Tolbert.
Man, I can't wait to get rid of this stupid small TV. I'm sick of it.
Let's see. Look, he's got him right.
He
Then again,
comes up over top there.
Yeah.
He leaves his feet, comes up over top, and
Yeah.
bumps him right in the hip.
Gets a little on the
uses
shoulder
him
there.
as his kind of his air crutch.
It looked much worse from the other angle. I did not see it.
Either way, big game for the Cowboys there. Pitch to the
A
left.
bigger TV.
Rico
It's
Dowdle.
more visual.
Dowdle getting the corner there.
Uncle Rico.
We do have a bigger TV sort of coming eventually, I guess.
That's non-committal. Last week we were like basically installed. We were like drilling the walls and the studs and the letting the brackets.
Well, I ordered it on Amazon. They haven't shipped it yet, so we're waiting. We're in a holding pattern. Damn you, Black Friday.
What kind of TV did you get?
TCL 75-inch.
TV.
CeeDee Lamb goes in motion. Play action. Dak Prescott throws over the middle. CeeDee Lamb wide open touchdown. Dallas Cowboys. I may have slight money on this game involving the Cowboys scoring a whole bunch of points.
Yeah,
And it sure feels like that part of the bet's going to hit.
yeah. Again,
C.D. Lamb just literally said, "I got you. If you can throw that out of the end zone, I'll come down with it."
He really did. Dak threw a bullet to if CD didn't catch that, it would be going into the stands. Look at how high CD got and what a laser beam that was. What great timing. CeeDee Lamb really getting up into the usher. The kick is up and the kick is good. CeeDee Lamb really getting up into the upper echelon tier of receivers in the NFL.
Did y'all see the interview that Michael Irvin did with like Fallon, maybe Colbert recently about CeeDee Lamb and why Michael Irvin didn't retire his number and all this, that, and the other?
Nope. Tell us about it. We're on commercial.
Yeah.
It was it was cool to watch because Michael Irvin was like, "Why would I get my number retired? That's stupid." Have you watched the Cowboys recently? Every time CD drops a ball, they're like, "Nah, Mike would have caught it." And every time CD catches one for a touchdown, yeah, it looked like Mike Irvin out there, and he's just sitting there, just doing his thing, being the old party animal. I was like, "Yeah, dude, that's pretty fucking awesome." The fact that they have all 4 88s in a group chat too. That's
Well,
dope.
technically, it wasn't his number anyway. It was Drew Pearson's number.
Exactly.
So
He didn't have the reason or right to retire it because Drew Pearson was the first best.
I think it's cool that they asked to the people to wear it. Like it's like Dez asked Michael before he injured, before he had it, and then CD did the same when he came on.
Out of respect. Look at what my dog did to your toy you brought him.
Jesus Christ! Holy hell!
Murdered that thing, dude.
Yeah, once he found his little edge there, all
It was
over.
over. It was off. Yeah.
Just a matter of time.
Hannibal Lecter.
He's
That was
bred
all
for it.
in one piece like 5 minutes ago.
You might be raising a psychopath.
Oh, we know we are.
Early signs.
He's protecting his house from a rat. We haven't seen a rat in the house or in our yard, but we saw a rat in our tree.
Yeah, in the tree right over us, and it was terrifying. And he was still moving. He was just moving the same tree branches back and forth. And like he moved to the left and like post up and look at us like dead on. And like move to the right and post up. It was terrifying.
It was scary.
Meatloaf was locked on too.
She was on.
Natalie actually went and got me, bro.
I did.
And was like, I want this rat to
Did you
be
just throw the cat at the rat?
This wasn't for you. Got one job. Stay up.
Leave a cartoon.
Patton Oswalt's rat bit is also working for his funny bits.
It's fantastic.
I'm going to Austin
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Hey, I need to reach out to you, Phil, for you.
Yeah, reach out to Tony too.
I think I might potentially have a hookup to get on to the open mic on Sunday at the Alien House.
Mothership?
Yeah.
That's sick. That'd be really cool if you did.
You wanna dox that person real quick?
Because it's kind of real, and I don't want to mess anything up. Not that anyone's listening. Kick is up into the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, hit up Tony. He could probably get you on Shakespeare. Hit up Mark. See if he can get you on something.
I don't know who those two people are, but I'll definitely hit
Tony
them up.
Cruz and Mark Pugh.
Oh, okay. I know who those two people are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you destroyed your friend.
Hunt was
You
successful.
won, dude.
Coming out of commercial break here, flashing some sexy looking stats out of CeeDee Lamb. Zach Charbonnet back behind Geno. Play action. Him, Tyler Lockett tries to slip out and he gets bumped though, and he's gonna get dangerously hip drop tackled from the front that time. Have you ever seen somebody get violently hip drop tackled from the front like that before?
Marquise Bell.
The refs really are playing the Cowboys.
Like, I feel like he is.
Not on that, man. You see that hip drop?
I didn't hear anything what anybody said. I don't know what anybody said. But yeah, that was dirty, and I'm sick of it. Can't have it more. Marquise Bell on the tackle there.
What's a defender supposed to do?
Uh-oh, another design. Oh, that's going to come back for a hold on Jake Bobo, my favorite rookie on the Seattle Seahawks.
Really I guess you would call it an unimpressive combine, because all he does is catch the football.
What did he run, like a 4.5?
And he was, because he's like a hybrid, like he's almost tight end size, but he's played wide out at UCLA.
He's a big young man.
He was like, he played for Duke, but he went to UCLA to kind of get some exposure, and all he did was lead the team in touchdown catches.
It was actually on DK. Yeah, him and DCR, right? That's how I discovered him.
And his name is Bobo,
Jamie.
which just sounds like
I think he might have 2 of
I do. It's not on the cast, but we can't hear it on the laptop.
Interesting.
That's the major downside of using the ESPN thing, is that eventually a pop-up ad will run on the ESPN website.
Oh, that's obnoxious.
That's the worst because it's like you'd be looking at football at work and all of a sudden you think someone's in the office with you because you think, is there an intruder?
Geno drops back to pass, third and seven, another flag. Whoa, Tyler Lockett. A lot of bobbles there here, a lot of this thing going on. I don't think they've called it a catch or not yet. There is a flag, but it was thrown at the beginning of the play, which would indicate to me, here we go.
In the neutral zone.
Yeah. 2 penalties. Oh, no, they declined it. They called it a good catch on the play.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Taking that first down, it was like,
Yeah, they sure are.
I take the
I did need that.
first down?
You need a lot.
Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. He was in a league where I didn't want to start him, but I have 0 depth.
I had to drop Tyler Lockett.
Really?
Yeah. Geno hands the ball off to Charbonnet, and he gets munched up by Micah Parsons and the boys. Gain of 1.
Sounds like a cool band.
It sounds like
Getting munched up.
No, Micah Parsons and the Boys.
Micah Parsons and the boys.
It's like a jazz quartet that I would go hang out and watch on a Friday night.
No, dude, it's the reiteration of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
There you go. I didn't know that Parsons had 3 nipples.
Boston.
Mark have 3 nipples?
Yes.
Boston.
Yeah.
Boston now.
Yeah, it's like
Where's the third one?
like down here-ish.
Geno Smith, play action to Charbonnet, throws it deep to the left. DK again. Deron Bland on the coverage.
Wow.
And DK's taken over.
But I mean, it looks like literally, it's like he's catching it with his shoulder. He's so far leaned back, like it's so ridiculous.
Ron, just put your hand up.
Jackson, shut up, dude. This DK Metcalf, no help over top. What do you want him to do?
Put his hand up.
If he looks back for the ball,
Charbonnet gets the hand and he gets munched up again by Micah Parsons and the boys.
Yeah.
Another. So the Seahawks came into this game with an injured offensive lineman, and I just saw another one face. Oh, and he's okay. All right.
He's tired.
He was just face down on the turf like that, and then he just got up.
Dude, he's going through a lot right now.
He was paying his respect to your jersey Tony Romo.
or did he get knocked out and they're just making him come off the field?
I think that might be possible.
Oh, Jason
Peters.
Here we go.
42 years old.
Here we go.
9 different starting offensive line combinations this year. That's interesting.
Yeah, not good when you're playing a team that has Micah Parsons and the boys on it.
Yeah.
It's also never good when you're tied for anything in stats with the New York Giants.
Who came in there?
Jason Peters.
Okay. 21st year in the NFL? That's not even a joke. Zach Charbonnet.
They have a record?
I think he's definitely the oldest offensive lineman in the league.
What's
Right
the record
now.
for most seasons in the NFL?
Oh, I don't know. Probably like Jason Hansen, or it's got to be a kicker.
It's gotta be a kicker,
Vinatieri, I
right?
think.
Yeah, Vinny.
Either Vinatieri or what's it? Morton Anderson. Morton or Gary Anderson. One of the Andersons of the kickers of the 90s. They were in the league for almost 30 years.
That's wild.
It's a long time we playing football.
A little different comparison though to a lineman. Different
Yeah.
wear and tear. For
Yeah,
sure.
I'd say. Geno drops back to pass, looks to the left, gets no time. Oh, Micah Parsons trips him, and Geno threw it away. He did. Did he get it away?
It looked like he did.
DJ Dallas.
Are we about to be tied up at 10-10? It feels like it.
I sure hope so, man.
Good. Just move.
Woo! Was that regular speed? That was obnoxious. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, like the jump cut that he used like a running back. He just used a jump cut to basically set him up and come back inside.
I don't think there's a faster pass rusher in the
He
NFL
was a running back in high school.
than Micah Parsons.
He's so fast he has time to join a band.
That was obnoxious. Myers back kicking the 37-yard attempt.
What's happening?
Don't know, but the operations got a rep in there. Oh boy, delay game.
Ooh.
Whoopsie daisy.
But see, it's a little spicy because he said they didn't spot the ball, and like by the time they got the ball like set by the
Well, long snapper Chris Stoll turned around and did this to the boys, like, "Hey, we gotta fucking get this thing rolling."
Oh, wow. So we were just talking about Jason Peters.
Chris Stoll, rookie long snapper. Kick is down, kick is up, and it's wide right.
Wide right.
Wow, damn, the wind took it there, right,
Nice.
Paxton?
Yeah, the wind inside that dome. That's tough.
looked like they turned the AC on high.
What were you saying, Paxton?
So Jason Peters is slotted second in most games played with 243 behind Jackie Slater with 259.
Total games played?
Yes.
That's all time?
Yes.
I was gonna say Jackie Slater.
I was thinking that Adam Whitworth might be up there. This is all for offensive lineman players as well.
He'd probably be top 10. I don't think he'd be a top 5.
How many behind is
Bruce
this guy
Matthews
from
probably is up there.
Okay, so by seasons, Jackie Slater played 20 seasons. Oh, this is old. Jason Peters holds the record. Because Jamie was right when he said this is his 21st season. This is the record. 20 was the previous record.
Wow.
But Jackie Slater, I think, started 16 games
Wow.
or 14 to 16 games. I'm not sure when the NFL expanded to 16, 15. Previous to that,
I've never been more accidentally right more in my life.
Yeah?
There's no way I knew that off the top of my head. Maybe I did. Doesn't feel like I did, though. I'll take it. Here we are.
I assume you have like just a big book of football facts in your bathroom.
No, it's right there.
You weren't getting enough reading time in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Had to bring it to the main stage.
it's a good book. It's got a bunch of different facts. A lot of them are football, though. Different sports facts. The book I was referring to is by Mike Greenberg. It's called Got Your Number. Mike Greenberg, ever heard of him?
No.
Greeny?
we're gonna play that game. No. We're gonna play the silent car ride home game that you guys are playing right now.
I guess so, which is honestly great for podcasting. Speaking of which, we do have a really, Paxton was giving us a sneak preview of the podcast that we did with Anthony that may have led to some life choices of his.
Good life choices.
And boy, I got to say, it was worth it.
I just drove through Dallas, and it is so foggy that
Yeah,
they
there's
could
no way.
actually project that on the fog if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Sorry,
not live.
none of you compared to Dolly. Sorry.
Sure, some old people are shooting at it.
Dak drops back to pass, throws it over the middle, wide open.
That is
Pass is caught by the Schoonmaker, the rookie tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. Darn it to Jake Ferguson for all of the fantasy managers out there of the Schoon man.
Yeah.
While I'm thinking about it and this play isn't happening, that episode that Jamie and I were talking about just a second ago comes out December 12th on YouTube and Apple Podcasts.
Bingo, Dingbat District is what it's called.
So it was recorded approximately 1 month ago.
I'll tell you that story at a commercial break. Pitch.
Oh.
Caught
That's not like a little bit of a late hit, didn't it?
It was recorded October 14th.
Play action, Cavante Turnip. Turnip.
That felt like he caught himself trying to set himself up for the after the catch and took his eye off the ball.
Yeah, we forgot about it. But yeah, don't let me forget. We're about to go to quarter. I'll tell you a story about the podcast in 1 second.
Good old story time.
You know,
In approximately 19 seconds.
I can't wait. Here we go. Dak Prescott says he throws it over to guess who? CeeDee Lamb, and he's going to get out of bounds and delay the story.
Strong arm by CD to keep that ball in his possession.
Referee actually the referee called for that to stop. Feels like he should have actually called that for forward progress. ran the clock so we can get this story, and they do run the clock. They get it right actually, which has been rare going into the quarter. Most of the time, like refs have to like go pee or something. They just run the clock no matter what. But anyways, basically there was a couple very topical references at the very beginning of the podcast, and I pick up my phone and I'm like, it is October 12th. You guys are going to know a lot more about this conflict than we currently do.
Oh, yeah. I accidentally brought up Hamas. And then Anthony's like, dude, that's not going to be relevant.
Well,
Here we are. 2 months in the future almost.
Who would have thunk it?
We also talked about the Cowboys on that.
Yeah, I still don't know why we went to predict the Cowboys game. It was probably like week 5 or something, just very early on in the season.
It was against the Chargers.
Oh, yeah, whatever week that was.
like week 5.
I feel like if you two are in a room for any amount of time, the possibility of football coming up is pretty inevitable.
Yeah, and the worst part about it was he got up to go pee, and then we brought up MMA cards that are also past tense as well. So
Did you go to the
sounds
bathroom?
like a wild
Did y'all
episode,
go
guys.
Did y'all go to the restroom together, like, and just talk about it while he's in the restroom?
just through the door.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one time when he caught that touchdown? Wasn't that like cool? Like it was like 9 minutes into the second quarter. Remember that, Jamie?
Topical.
Like that was the bunny cartoon with the big dog and like, hey Ralph, no one's gonna miss you, right, Ralph?
Yeah.
He was going up, Austin.
It is a fun podcast though, because I do actually like in real time, like most of the time I pick up my phone, I'm like,
And you keep shitting on my producer.
it is October 12th. Oh yeah, and I do just absolutely trash his producer the whole time.
Yeah, I heard you guys are
All in good
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. That was
No, he
very
fucking
fun.
hates you.
No, I know he does. He came to my comedy show.
That seemed like
Just to watch it, just to hope, just like,
Yeah,
you.
He sat in the front and he frowned at
Yeah,
me.
he didn't actually heckle. He just sit there stone faced the entire time.
We did have that
Probably
happen
the
once
worst.
at that mic, where we had an audience. We had a crowd. We had a good, decent crowd, but there was 2 people who like sat themselves like pretty much in the center towards the back, and they didn't buy any drinks. They didn't have any water. They just came for a free comedy show, so they would purposely not laugh, and that was their whole bit. And then they
Good
just
times, man.
quietly
I
laughed.
hope they got their TikTok views or whatever they're going for.
They just sat there.
I had a fun one last night. I had one of the better mics in the area where it's a very receptive, fun, there for comedy crowd, where I did super well. And then followed by one of the worst mics in our scene where I just tried to pry teeth for 10 straight minutes. And I swear,
Oof.
I think I got one chuckle in 10 minutes. It was a good time.
Were we allowed to laugh or ask?
Sunday.
Quinlan's and Hula Hut.
Yeah.
You can figure out which is which.
Yeah.
Handoff. Oh, goes to the left. I actually don't know which is which.
Hula Hut's great.
I know.
Dude.
I'm just kidding.
Dude, as rough as their bar is, I think it makes you better, and also their food is fire. So
Really?
anything else,
I've never had food
go
there.
there and suffer for 10 minutes and have a $7 chicken fried steak sandwich.
That is rude that he made you do 10 minutes.
He didn't make me do it. I could have tapped out at any point.
Yeah, I
Shows
know.
I admire your fighting spirit.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm not walking off the stage till I get the light.
Dak under center here. 14:21 on the clock. 4th and 1. Here we go. Handoff goes to Pollard. He gets the corner. He's got some more
You got
space.
a lot of room there. Yeah.
Gain of 15 or so, and he bodies Seattle, and he helps him up.
Like how the trainer tried to show his athleticism, like bopping back.
I can be out there with you.
Yeah, bro.
To be fair, with all the injuries that Seattle has, he might be in this game later.
That is pretty sweet that he gets to probably keep that sweater that he's got. Look at those sweet throwback sweaters they're wearing.
Yeah,
Watch
that's
these.
cool.
Look
That
at
would
these.
be cool if they made
With
it
the
cool.
gray sleeves
That's
and
nice.
the man.
That looks like the 90s, dude.
Oh yeah, that looks great. Dak Prescott also looks great. Drops back to pass. Tony blocks him that time, and then he gets the shovel pass,
Cool.
and he's gonna skirt up for a first down. Looked like he was gonna run out of bounds, and he went changed directions and got up underneath one of his pursuers.
I like to think he made that noise while he was making that cut.
Oh, he for sure did. He for sure did. Oh, So he'll
Honestly, this is great work with both
Chop
Dak
ball.
and Pollard here.
shovel, and then it's whoop. That's what he said it.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it that time.
Great work by Pollard to get up quickly.
Absolutely. 14 yards rushing today. Not great. Here we go. Dak Prescott says he drops back to pass, and he's going to screen it, and he's going to get
That's twice.
hard.
Missed that catch.
Devon Witherspoon. I think he dropped that on purpose smartly.
Okay.
Because if he would have caught that, it would have been a loss on the play.
And a fumble.
And that's why I wanted Devon Witherspoon to the Lions,
Yeah.
man. That guy's unbelievable. That guy, I love the way that guy
It also
plays.
could have been so much worse.
What do you mean?
That could have looked like old 2009 Ray Lewis amped up for football games. Big pop.
Well, he's not Ray Lewis. Let's relax. He's a corner. But
On a kick return.
He tackles like I feel like Samuel L. Jackson talks like say what again? Like it's like every time like that Pulp Fiction Samuel L. Jackson. That's what I feel like.
say what again?
Yeah, that's how I feel like he comes in.
I hate to admit this publicly, but I saw a preview for the new Garfield movie that will be coming out next year. Excuse me. Garfield is going to be voiced by Chris Pratt. Garfield's dad, voiced by Samuel L. Jackson.
Whoa! Is it like? Is it going to be like live action?
It's all it's
CGI?
an animated film.
Animated.
It's all animated. Looks way better than the last time they tried to do a Garfield movie for sure.
I'm in. So no Breckenmeyer. Yeah, so no Breckenmeyer's John Arbuckle.
I don't know who's playing John. John is in the film, but Sam Jackson is actually playing his actual cat father, like another cat.
Dak hands the ball off up the middle, and
Rico Dowell.
Rico Dowell
Get low.
rumbling, stumbling, getting low in an athletic stance, and those offensive linemen are making enough in the alleyway for him to get about 8 yards.
He puts on a little bit more of NFL muscle. He will be a monster.
Rico Dowdle?
Yes.
I feel like the big problem we kind of already addressed is the
25.
Dallas running game. They just don't have the power. They have two small, agile runners that can both do work, but
You're right, Sam.
But yeah, exactly. That's what it was referenced earlier. We need that power back.
Dak drops back to pass, throws it to the left to CeeDee Lamb. He's going to hurdle for, just short. Diggs on the
Smile on
shoestring.
his face, dude.
Looks, oh, God, he's got to be having so much fun. Could you imagine having, like basically playing with the best quarterback of all time over the last 5 games? It's got to be fun.
Wow, you went hard on that compliment.
Quandre Diggs, that's statistically
Best
true
quarterback of all time.
for a 5-game stretch.
Okay. What is happening
No
with
foul,
these
first
phantom
down.
flags, dude?
I don't know. I think it's just Amazon just accidentally throwing the graphic out there, and the referees have to stop the game to announce that it's
I feel like there's a referee throwing the flag down there. I think that
no, there is. I'm joking, but
I believe this referee crew is notorious for calling a lot of holding.
well, they're letting them play so far. That's for sure. Great tackle by Diggs, by the way.
He might have just continued to smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, Carroll
Oh
not happy.
wow, Petey boy. There's 12 minutes left in the second
Carroll
quarter.
not happy. He's gonna need a new headset by halftime.
Yeah.
And some more gun.
Okay. They're getting heavy here. Here we go. First down, and they're going to roll out to pass. He's got to throw it away into the back of the end zone. No one in that neck of the woods. There's a flag on this one. But did we call it? Did we call a hold?
An actual real life flag.
Pete looks less frustrated, chewing on that gum, dominating the gum, as always, per
What
usual.
flavor do you think he chose?
I think you choose
No
extra
flavor.
regular. I think you choose extra regular, like the
There's no flavor in it at all. It's literally just whatever makes it chewy.
It's just
Illegal man downfield.
maybe fadeaway chew.
They seem to get that call a lot. Like they don't know.
Well,
It's just so hard in the NFL.
when you think it's a run and then Dak decides to throw it,
Ooh.
because that's a quick.
That was a bullshit call, though.
Yeah.
He was just kind of walking. He wasn't even engaged.
Because again, everybody till Dak decided to lob it. It was a run.
Yeah, that's like a letter of the law call, but I don't like it. I mean, whatever. Tony Pollard goes in motion. Dak drops back to pass. and he's going to assess the situation. So much time. Throws. It kind of had CeeDee Lamb if they were on the same page, but broken play almost works out for the Cowboys. Doesn't throw a pick, though. Like, ball falls dangerously to the ground. Trey Brown coverage. What are you saying, Paxton?
If he would have just looked a little bit sooner out at his right flat, he would have saw Jake Ferguson. If he could right at the pylon, that would have been a touchdown.
If you need to know where Jake Ferguson is and what route he runs on the play, Paxton, Fantasy Football Manager, will tell you.
He was there.
I
If he could have just put a good ball on the pylon, that would have been a touchdown.
Dak Prescott drops back to pass again, and he throws over the middle to a wide open man, Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys.
B. Diddy Cooks.
Woo!
There's something about Brandon Cooks that just works way better inside 10 yards for us.
He's such a great route runner. I've never understood why every team just lets him go, because he is an absolute route running freak. And it's like, why would you not want that near the goal line? Look at this. Beautiful, just
found that open spot immediately and
just
back was
immediately
there.
just darted for it.
So who in their power rankings next week is going to put the Cowboys one if they do, in fact, pull off this win? Kick us up in the air. Aubrey,
I think that's an impossible question to answer until we see the Eagles play. Because simply put, if the Eagles don't lose, how can you take them off the top of the throne?
I think Paxton Bailey might in his rankings, but other than the Cowboys fan, like diehard Cowboys, like the world's burning around, but I'm sure the Cowboys can still win the Super Bowl.
No, I think they're going to be a second-round bounce through playoffs. But I think the Eagles are going to win, and I don't understand why the 49ers are getting as much Super Bowl hype as they're still getting.
I think it's just the way they bounce back, which, again, they haven't played anybody monumental either outside the Jags, and it just looked like the Jags basically had a really just just didn't expect that kind of game from the Niners. And
I also think that the 49ers are in a unique position where the fact that they have Christian McCaffrey, as long as he stays healthy, he's one of the few players in the league that makes literally that much of a difference. Like, even if Purdy's struggling, even if everything isn't clicking on defense, Christian McCaffrey just produces points every single week.
With him in the Carolina defense, shitty-ass Carolina was somewhat notable a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before he got traded. I remember that, yeah.
But it just feels to me like you say that, but Christian McCaffrey always gets hurt.
That's the thing. I said if he stays healthy.
He hasn't gotten hurt yet, and that's scary.
He had that injury a few weeks back, but
that only kept him out for the rest of a game.
Why would you be sweating on Christian McCaffrey getting hurt right now?
Because he always does.
I would be more concerned about Debo getting injured.
Well, it's all of them. Like, it's just each of them has.
We were just talking about how there's a little bit too much Super Bowl hype for the 49ers, in my opinion. Still,
I also know
the NFC team is the Eagles. I'd love to not say the Chiefs or the AFC team, but I don't know who else would be.
I also just don't think that Debo is the same caliber of presence that McCaffrey is. Like, I don't get me wrong, he's a great player, but if he goes down, other players can fill that role. There's nobody else that can fill Christian McCaffrey's role on that team.
Brandon Ayuk was incredible in the wide receiver core for the 49ers as well. And when Debo was out, Brandon Ayuk was awesome. He stepped up.
Yeah, but it just feels like without all his toys for free, just kind of doesn't have the same level of elite talent that he does when everybody's healthy.
He's systematic, and I think he knows that.
That's not true anymore. That got broken tonight. They used a touchdown to the Seahawks in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So that stat just got broken.
What was it, Miles?
The stat was they have not been losing at any point during their first 5 home games this season. They've never.
So that was the first time.
They've never not had the lead, which at this point, obviously, they're back on top. But earlier in the game, I believe it was 3-7.
I think you're right. Mathematically, so.
Look at that shimmy.
He breaks away so easily.
And he's got a broken hand.
Contact.
But he's got a
broken hand.
Look at the left hand. It's got a cast on it. Like, it's a hand or wrist injury, but he's got it casted up, and he's still able to do that.
It's unbelievable.
He made such an impression on me during Hard Knocks, the season that it was the Cowboys. That was where I remember just him, like, the dude just loves to play football.
The snap is away, pitches it out to the left. I believe that's Noah Fant.
Yeah.
Wow, rare no fan sighting.
Noah Fant sighting. Drink.
I think one of my favorite quotes from Michael Parsons is he was asked in an interview about his opinions of like the turf controversy that's going on with some of the stadiums being extra dangerous, it seems like. And essentially his response was something to the tune of like, dude, I don't care if we have to play on asphalt. I just want to get in the game.
Yeah.
He misses AstroTurf because that was asphalt.
Oh, man. Yeah, he would have been so good on asphalt. Way too fast.
Like NFL Street.
Oh, yeah. Handoff goes up the middle to Charbonnet. He's going to gain about 5.
Good offensive line push that time. It just seemed like they kind of just got low and just moved.
They actually did move that Cowboys defense that time.
Beautiful, beautiful blue jerseys of theirs.
Cowboys dominating top.
Do you feel like the Seahawks are told to get off of silver by the Cowboys, and
That's why they got the throwbacks.
that's why they got the neon green and the
Pretty good. Geno in shotgun in that weird formation that they do. Oh, quick slant to DK who was open. The ball bounces off of his hands to the turf.
we talk about Ole Miss and how every receiver seems they produce just absolutely is underrated in the draft, like DK Metcalf, who was projected in his year to go what, top 10? Like they thought he was going to be the premier receiver, and then they started discussing the route tree, and that just pushed him down to the second day. And like he was at the end of the second or third round, I think, and that was what a steal for Seattle.
Bill Belichick picking to kill Harry. Geno drops back to pass, throws it to the left, and it's Jack Smith and Jigba. He breaks one tackle, and he's going to get the first down after about a gain of 10.
You know, a little face-to-face there.
Will you stop chirping?
The rookie, he's feisty. First wide receiver taken in the draft this year. Definitely not the best wide receiver taken in the draft this year, but he's been looking a lot better
Pretty feet.
as of late.
Pretty
Yeah.
smooth.
He really struggles getting a whole lot of separation. A lot of his stuff is in the short game. Deep down the field, he can make a contested catch, but as of right now in the NFL, he can't really separate like maybe he was drafted to. Geno drops back to pass, steps up into the pocket, throws it deep to Tyler Lockett. And that's going to be PI on Evans.
Yeah, that was pretty blatant.
First down for the Seahawks in the gold zone.
Is that Captain America?
No.
I don't know.
That's a good penalty, yo. That's a lot of field position to give up on a penalty.
Savvy move by Lockett, just basically, and he still almost came up with it.
He really did
Yeah.
for his fantasy managers. Almost pull it down.
It almost felt like that was like planning to take a charge in basketball, like for just a second. He
Yeah.
gave that little like stutter.
Rashawn Evans on the coverage there. Yeah, that was a great pass, honestly, by Geno. Saw the back of Evans and tossed it up for his man. Deep threat can happen. Geno drops back to pass. He passes it to the corner of the end zone. And it's just out of the reach of JSN, Jack Smith and Jigba.
You know, Jamie brought up JSN. You actually devoted an entire segment, circa week 5 or 6 of the podcast about him being a bust. And at this point, might be coming back around a little bit, but he definitely has not produced in the manner that.
Not for where you were drafting him in
Right.
fantasy football. Not where
Right.
you had to draft him. It was entirely too much cost. And the handoff. Oh!
That's smothered.
Biggie
Goes
threw it.
to Zach Charbonnet, and he gets munched up in the backfield.
I was literally just thinking about Waffle House, dude. I was going to say smothered, covered, dice, capped.
That
He
was
got
just-
it all.
That was
man.
just an ugly play design. Like, look at this. Like, you get away handoff, and then
Oh boy, Alberta. Osa just munched him up in the backfield here.
and Geno Smith's like, lucky you than me, because if Geno Smith decided to pull that, then he was dead heat as well.
Yeah, that's for sure. Geno, oop,
That was a little.
drops back to pass, throws it to the end zone, and it's ooh.
He's calling
Through
for it.
the
I think he's gonna
hand,
get it.
and
Oh,
the
he did
flag.
get it. He did get it.
Wow.
In the end zone, Stephon Gilmore looking around like he's frustrated. Veteran on rookie crime. allegedly here in Dallas.
And the way he looks, it looks like he knows that's him.
I was about to say, they're going to just call this a no flag game. We're going to have another phantom call.
Is pass interference on the defense. Let's hold. Oh, it's on Hooker. It's not on Stephon Gilmore, which is so fucked up. Why are they going to Gilmore? Or did they call it the wrong name, or we see the wrong graphic?
They're called
We'll see.
28.
Okay, so the graphic said 28. It's on Gilmore. We'll see here. JSN makes a little move. Ooh,
Oh, that is
that
Maybe
is
it was on Hooker.
ticky tacky, ticky tacky.
unless Hooker's tackling somebody off camera.
I think that
So here
the
we
refs
are.
just-
Handoff goes up the middle of Charbonnet. He's going to get the touchdown.
I think the refs just have money on the Seattle Seahawks covering the spread.
Yeah.
Is that his first NFL touchdown?
I do not
think so.
believe
I think
so.
he scored a couple, or at least 1 2 weeks ago.
He just doesn't. He doesn't get the kind of yard you expect from somebody his size and speed profile. You expect him to.
See, now his speed and agility never really impressed me, and that's what soured me on him. What I really like in college running backs are guys that can turn the corner on guys, like guys who have leverage against them and they can get around the side or they can break forward. And if I can't see them do that in college, I don't think their speed's really going to translate.
Yeah.
The kick is up and the kick is good. The Cowboys are still winning 17-14, and we got a lot of scoring,
Already, yeah.
which is not what we're used to.
This is a Thursday night to remember.
This is a Thursday night to remember. I might be sweating out this bet going into the rest of the game. I made a tasty little bet for like $15 to win over $100,
Got another Mad Max.
and it's going pretty well so
It looks
far.
like it was
The first Mad Max was awesome, and if this Mad Max is anything like it, I'm in.
Witness me.
I absolutely hate when they do trailers for trailers. I think that is the stupidest thing that we as a society have come up with in the movie industry.
Is that what's happening?
That's literally what that was. That was a trailer for the trailer. They were telling you to see the full trailer, go to this website now. And don't get me wrong, I love a good teaser trailer. A good teaser trailer, that's art. But what that was is just showing like 2/3 of the regular trailer to be like, oh, but by the way, we have more available if you go to this website.
I also think trailers are showing too much of the movie.
Always.
I was gonna say, like, if you want to see the trailer with the spoiler alert at the end,
Or it's just that the movie is the trailer. It's not that they're showing too much of the movie. It's that they don't have enough.
Well, and people are stupid and they ruin everything. That's just facts. But if you remember the Paranormal Activity franchise,
Oh, yeah.
I was a huge fan of. Paranormal Activity 3 actually took a lawsuit because they shot footage that was not in the movie specifically for the trailer so that they wouldn't spoil things that were going to happen in the trailer, because kind of the whole point of that movie is, scary shit happens when you don't expect it. So if you see all the scary shit that happens, it kind of ruins it. And people literally sued for like essentially it got thrown out, but like
False
the
advertising.
concept was they're like trying to say that they sold them something that false advertising. They sold them something that they weren't getting, and it's just like, no, they piqued your interest enough to tune in for the movie. And Paranormal Activity 3 was fantastic.
Yeah, that's different in my like. I don't mind that they did that. That's almost like shooting a
I
promo.
prefer it. I think it's great. They're giving us additional content, and if you're a person like me that like loves bonus features on like a Blu-ray disc, that's perfect Blu-ray material right there.
oh, speaking
Did you see that
of,
spiral, by the way? That was
oh, it's
tight.
beautiful. Speaking of, did you feel the same way about the Simpsons movie? Simpsons fan, Miles Francis?
What do you mean? In which
That you saw the whole movie because there were so many different previews to it?
Yes, but at the same time, I feel like with The Simpsons specifically, that doesn't bother me as much. And I guess
Really?
maybe that's for me. I've watched The Simpsons hundreds of times, each episode, and I still enjoy them.
I enjoyed the movie, but I felt like I saw every single joke before.
That's absolutely fair criticism.
Sports
Is
Illustrated Man of the Year, Deion Sanders. And
that man's time.
That made some news today, huh?
Yeah.
Or
I agree with it. I guess. I mean,
Why?
Coach Prime is.
kicks into the end zone, almost out of bounds. Go
Well,
ahead.
Star was saying he quadrupled a college's win total in 1 year with
4 wins.
Yeah, but I'm saying that everybody.
That's quadruple, bro.
Yeah, but that happens every year in the NCAA. Teams go from 1 win to 4 wins every year.
But he not only did he do that, he did that with Division II players, and
Did he?
That You being bad over there?
That Travis Hunter kid's not supposed to be a Division II guy. Sador Sanders was like supposed to be a first round pick. Handoff goes up the middle. Gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Shador only went to that HBCU because his dad coached there too.
Yeah.
But like their offensive line just is in shambles, and that's their big bugaboo is their offensive line got injured, and that's
Well, Dion said before the injuries was like our big weakness is the offensive line. We're trying to recruit hard, and I guess they've only got like one guy coming in so far for the offensive line, which isn't good because you need a couple years to get those guys going anyway. Dak rolls out. Jake Ferguson. There you go.
Big hurdle.
Only ends up getting like 3 yards.
But it looks so cool.
But it was really, really cool.
Style
the
points
nephew, of Barry Alvarez, the athletic director at Wisconsin.
Ferguson is?
Yep.
Frank Clark ends up alley-ooping him into the turf in Arlington, though.
Can you imagine if he was able to spin off that second hit, though? That would have made top 10 for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
What are they saying?
There's a lot of
You
chirping happening
probably
in this game.
can't air
I
that out.
tackled you. I jumped over your friend. Well,
Dak hands the ball off, and it's going to be a first
First down.
down.
Probably saying try that on me is basically what I think that was probably being said.
He's still talking.
I think it's smart, though. I mean, moves like that are at least going to make your defense second guess the next time they try to take out your ankles, you know?
Yeah.
You might
Bobby
be able to
Wagner
break
should
a,
be credited with that tackle.
you may break a future tackle because they're worried about him pulling out some athleticism like that.
Okay, here we go. The handoff. No play action. Drops back. Screen to get to Bird.
Get that first down.
Oh, Paxton, how do you like that, baby? Another tackle for Bobby Wagner.
I love him. He's everything that I could have been with my genetics, but he's better.
Alcoholic?
What?
I'm in love with him.
I'm in love with him too. Don't get me wrong. Did you say you don't have his genetics? Is that what you're saying?
I think he's claiming that he is Ferguson with less talent and skill. And
If you would have put in the work, you'd be
and-
Jake Ferguson. Because I disagree.
I disagree too.
Dak Prescott drops back to pass. Goes up over the middle. City He's got such good hands. Unbelievable hands.
Texan, you can't even fantasize about being good at legs.
I'll tell you about
He's gonna shut you down,
Okay.
bro.
So he's got 2 inches on you. For sure, he's 6'5", I believe.
Devin Bush on
I
the
jump
coverage there.
You jump higher.
Jump higher.
You
But
see,
at halftime, we'll recreate
I would have
that
jumped
play.
over Frank Clark.
At halftime,
Steady Eddie just tuned in. He's talking shit about us wearing Cowboys uniforms.
Shut up. We are the most toxic fan base in the nation. That's facts.
Oh, Dak Prescott under center, hands the ball off to Dowdle again, and he's going to be just short of the first down.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner on another tackle. This is probably going to be a Bobby Wagner game where you're just going to like blink and he'll have like 20 tackles at the end of the game. Deuce Vaughn sighting. Deuce Vaughn drink.
At halftime, we'll have Paxton jump over the chair here to show.
We should have a jumping contest at halftime.
So
Can we, can we do that?
Sure.
Okay, How are we gonna determine? Are we just gonna like slow motion it? Feet height, right? Straight knees, feet height.
I guess. I mean, what do you want me to touch? The ceiling?
No, don't touch anything.
It's how high your feet get is what he's saying. Not
How high your
hands
feet get.
So it's whoever can clear the lowest bar or the highest bar essentially.
Don't bend your knees. You can't bend your knees.
What?
You can't. No, like after you jump.
Straight leg.
Straight leg jump.
Don't straight leg land.
I disagree with that entirely. If you're doing this, you get to bend your knees up. That's
Well, then
fine.
I'll win.
No, it's vertical loft. Like it's how they do the combine.
Yeah, exactly.
I say you guys make an effort to jump over this chair, and I'll watch.
No,
And
I'm not
judge.
showing over anything.
Let's have a little combine section in
Give me
Jamie's
a concussion
backyard.
because
One of us.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, screen pass to CeeDee Lamb. He's got some space, and he's going to get taken down, but not after he gains 8 in the play. Jamal Adams talking shit, even though he just gave up an 8-yard reception on first down. And that's probably what CeeDee telling him. Like, bro, it's got 8 yards on first down with 2nd and 2.
Screen on.
I do see the
He's like, I have 100 yards in this half.
the Seattle
Talking shit
defense
for him.
is going to get increasingly more frustrated. It feels like is kind of where this is currently going, at least. Because they're hanging in, but they are not stopping these guys.
Cowboys are demolishing them in top.
And the Cowboys can run the football. They need to.
Okay, here we go. Handoff to Pollard first down, which is probably what CeeDee Lamb was telling Jamal. Was like, we're going to run for a first down. Bobby Wagner on another tackle, by the way. Bobby Wagner is going to end this game with 25 tackles. Might break our NFL record here in this game. Look at 54 on the top of your screen here, and tackle solo. That's just Bobby Wagner. He's got a nose for the football. Handoff up the middle. He's going to get launched up in the backfield by Reed. Tony Pollard. Loss on the play. A large man, Jerron Reed, tackles him. Nose tackle. 9th year out of Alabama.
Don't see a whole lot of nose tackles either anymore.
You sure don't. Sometimes you only see one of them on a team, Paxton Bailey. And that's it.
You destroyed the ball.
Yeah, and he's kind of small for a nose tackle, too.
Listed at 309, very small for a nose tackle.
You've destroyed your conquest.
Didn't matter there. 3:08 on the clock if you're trying to sync up with us at home. Okay, here we go. Dak Prescott, play action, throws up over the middle to his check down. Dowdle. He makes one man miss, doesn't make the next man miss.
Hey.
Bobby Wagner in on that tackle. He's literally just like, if you just close your eyes and open them after every tackle, you'll just see Bobby Wagner standing up over.
It's like Beetlejuice.
He really is.
I think we're going to go to
all over the place.
Brandon Cooks here for a touchdown.
Another Brandon Cooks
I
touchdown.
think so.
Feeling the
This
Brandon
play?
Cooks
Do you have
touchdown.
Brandon Cooks over 1.5 touchdowns on the game? Because that'd be pretty sweet. That was probably like plus 600.
He's on my fantasy team, so I have him for as many touchdowns as he can possibly get.
That's what I'm talking about. CeeDee Lamb goes in motion. Feels like this might be a to CeeDee. Feels like an illegal motion, but they're not calling it because it's the Cowboys. Pass it to Brandon Cooks, and he makes every man miss 2.5 times.
Yeah.
He made every single man miss there at least once.
I appreciate that he didn't do the typical, like, arm motion that everybody does now every time they make the first down.
Yeah.
He's a class act.
He did a little bit of
He did a shoulder shimmy. I like that even more.
I just like that he did something different.
My
2-minute warning.
My favorite was Roy Williams in Detroit, where he would just he would just put his head up and then just do.
I like George Kittle. I like that one's pretty cool. But yeah, be unique. Like I thought long and hard about like what I would do if I.
No one's surprised.
What is your first down? What is your first down celebration right now?
Seems was pretty good.
It's a cartwheel into a Naruto.
I like it.
It's a lot of energy, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I would
worth
just
it.
feel-
You're gonna have
body,
to
like,
come out
so
after a
you're
first
like-
down.
Oh, do a robot? That would be cool. A robot first down,
Is that like excessive celebration?
like Mr. Clanky.
Every time I get a first down, I'm gonna find the camera and just wave.
I particularly like these
Or a little
ideas if you're in like a 2-minute drill situation, the clock is ticking, and you guys feel like, I don't give a shit, I'm getting this motion done.
Find the sky cannon wave. So while you're walking back, just staring at the camera.
I think that deserves a little of a princess.
Also, I'm gonna take on the Derrick Henry laughing maniacally while getting tackled and just running through people. Have you seen his mic'd ups?
No,
He
I
laughed
didn't
like
think he
Jason
was-
Kelsey laughs.
I thought Kareem Hunt laughs more than.
Okay, I'm getting that mixed up, but it was Leonard Fournette. It was
Oh,
not.
Lenny also laughs when he's getting tackled.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's terrifying.
Leonard is a different animal.
Still a free agent, still out there. We should sign him.
No, he's in.
You're right,
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
They just haven't used him yet for.
Yeah, he's been on the practice squad. He hasn't been really utilized
Remember
whatsoever.
when he played Buffalo and he was like, come on, like he like held up just to like let a defender try to get a beat on him and then he ran him over. Like he was like calling for people in Jacksonville to come try and get him.
He's like a middle linebacker that just loves the football.
What's your guys' favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
Probably Home Alone.
Good one. Did you guys ever see Spirited
No.
with Ryan Reynolds?
No.
Really good. Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds. Remember that? Spirited?
Wait, didn't that just like come out like this year?
Last year.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember hearing of that one.
It's really good.
Check it out. Yeah.
Was Daddy's Home the first one, a Christmas movie? I know the second one was based around Christmas.
I didn't know.
It was
Daddy's Home?
Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
Oh,
Yeah.
stepdad, yeah.
It's a good
Yes,
flick.
the second one was
Around
holidays.
Christmas?
No,
No.
only the second one because it was their family's.
Yes.
Right. It was about Mel Gibson being Mark Wahlberg's
Yes,
dad.
it's like
Yeah.
their grandfather. Yeah. Well, funny.
I just
Yeah,
hosted
pretty
a movie party for Elf yesterday, and I gotta say, Elf is definitely a contender in my book. I love that movie.
Christmas Vacation is
Christmas
my
Vacation is
all-time.
up there, too. Meh, it's not. It's okay.
Don't ask Paxton about the Grinch.
Yeah.
He has bad memories. The mailroom scene apparently like
He took my
traumatized him.
pants.
Wow. Yeah, dude. And you're putting yourself on the level of Jake Ferguson. He definitely did not cry during the Grinch.
Jake Ferguson, speaking of which, goes in motion. Okay, here we go. Dak Prescott snap is away. Handoff is to himself. And he's going to kind of accept some contact there.
Yeah.
Kind of got hit pretty hard.
He's got a sleep number, but he can sleep that off.
What number do you think Dak sleeps at?
Recalling on the tackle. What number is
Yes,
that?
he-
Whatever his millions is, it's just under his mattress. He just sleeps on his $160 million in cash. This is his
There you
mattress.
go. Yeah.
Like Breaking Bad. I'm gonna do it. Just lay back on that pile of money.
I think he sleeps on a 3.
3 is extra soft, dude.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
one softer than him.
I don't think that's enough support for an animal like Dak, dude. He's a beast. He needs a little bit more support.
He doesn't have a lot of weight in those hips. That's a lot of firmness that you need
Just so
to
you know that the guys are trying to hit drop tackle him, so he's got to be prepared for it.
200 passing yards in the first half so far. Drops back to pass again, and he's going to get hit, and he's going to avoid the
Knocked him
sack.
down. There's a
flag, and he's sacked. And he
What's
was
happening there?
brought down rather aggressively.
Got to give props, even though there's a lot of scoring. The defensive backfield, once they're getting down here in the goal line, are really taking stuff away from Dak.
That's been the only place Seattle has
Holding on the
been
offense.
accepted, being working at all is in the red zone.
Tyler Smith.
Yeah, they're really bowing up, bend but don't break, sort of situation. They've had some trouble moving the football here down in the red zone. Kind of what we've been talking about all game. Oh yeah, that's a big old time hold. You got was that an RKO Miles? This one
Let's find it.
55.
Yeah, that almost looked like a botch F5 from
This guy looks like an F5. I was gonna say he's got him by the waist.
Yeah.
Like
If he would have turned over, it would have turned into an angle slam pretty quickly.
Step 5. I don't even know what that is. We're gonna have to look that up at half. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
We'll get it up.
3rd and goal here
Paxton,
for the
I trouble you
Cowboys.
for one of those. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ooh,
Look at those
coming your
hands,
way.
dude.
CeeDee Lamb has
Sign
got
me,
nothing
baby.
on Miles.
Sign
Sanders.
me.
Al Michaels, I think, is like him and Mel Kiper have some of the weird diet. Like I think he only eats steak. Like
He doesn't. He's never had a vegetable in his life. He said.
Who?
Al Michaels.
This guy?
Yeah.
This
I know,
Al
right.
Michaels?
Kind of right.
This dude's never had a vegetable.
Allegedly.
It looks like, I mean, you can see it now. Like earlier in his career, it's like, yeah, maybe he's lying. But it's like, man,
Excuse me for a minute while I call my parents and tell them to go fuck themselves.
He does look great for someone who doesn't eat any vegetables. Carnivore diet. He was the first one doing it before it was cool. Dak Prescott, 0 sacks in the last 3 games. He's been sacked 3 times this game. And it's just the first half. Dak alone in the backfield. He drops back to pass. Finds room in the pocket. He's going to have room to run, and he's going to run for a gain of 4. He'll be short of the line of game. Gets a tackle from Bobby Wagner.
Man,
are they going to go for it? Or are they
I'd like to see him go for it here.
this feels like they're going to put 3 up and take the points, though.
They're only winning by 3. Go for it.
All right. I mean,
He's looked at that play sheet.
Yeah. The Seahawks called their final timeout. So Seahawks have no timeouts left. Not Time's not really a factor at the moment, in my opinion. 1:40 on the clock.
What do you say, Paxton?
time's not real.
Do you say field goal or do you say go for the touchdowns? 4th and goal at about the 3.
Doesn't matter what Paxton says. Cowboys say they're going for it.
Yeah,
Or at
I would
least
say go
they're-
for it, honestly. They're successful on 4th down, and they're successful-ish in the red zone.
I like it. Tony Pollard coming in.
Are they going to do a tush push with Dak Prescott?
They're 3 yards out. They're a little bit far out for a tush push, even with that big old booty under center.
I don't mind a read, though, for Dak to pull it and run.
He is going to be in shotgun here. They are on the 3rd-yard line. Dak drops back to pass, looks to
Pollard's
the left,
wide
looks
open
to the
over
right.
there.
Pollard's
He's got-
not open. There's a flag. And that's going to be a touchdown
You think
for
counts?
Dak, but I think it's going to
Probably
get called back for a hold. And
Probably
Dak
holding.
just saw the flag.
And his end zone celebration is just exasperation.
So now they're going to kick a field goal. Damn. That
Kinda
sucks.
So everybody was right.
Yeah.
So I think I think they were hoping that the running back would be out there in the open, that everything would be condensed, and they wouldn't catch Pollard out there.
He was covered. Here we'll see the hold, allegedly 30-78. Yeah, good call. And that's how Dak got outside. If Steele wouldn't have grabbed him up in the shoulder blade.
Let's see what CeeDee Lamb saw.
CeeDee Lamb saw pretty solid coverage. he wanted Dak to throw it up to him. Reek Woolen on
He
the
felt walk the
coverage.
house because he definitely had to walk out. He felt he was open.
Yeah, he's like, remember how high you threw that last touchdown up for me? Let's do that again. It worked already. Snap is away, kick is up, kick is good. Man, there's a strong side. Oh, flag.
Going to the right on both.
They might have leveraged the center here, so that could have been. We'll see if this.
It was after the play, I think, because it looks like they threw him down.
Oh, after the play, it could be an automatic first down if they did a bad thing here, and they might
do bad things.
They might send the.
Look at him, dude. Did y'all hear about the Miami photographer that got fired or suspended because of Tyreek Hill's celebration?
Oh, he got suspended? Was that what that was all about?
He got suspended.
With the guy, they
It's
put
kind
the
of a
guy's phone and flipped what he had.
Yeah,
on his phone.
And what's kind of messed up specifically is that
After the field goal.
we'll wait till after the call.
Here's a call. Field goal is good. After the play, it'll be 15. I'm number 93 on the defense.
Let's see if they show it again here.
So it'll be Cameron Young called
The personal foul.
for the personal foul. What were you saying before that, Miles?
So Tyreek Hill, after the game where this happened, he actually in the press conference called out the guy, like said he was a friend of his, and that he absolutely did not want to give his phone to him, that he took it from him. So Tyreek was, to his credit, trying to cover for this guy who goes by Jay Fitz. I don't remember what his real name is, but
Okay.
this guy is unfortunately just going to be the one to take the punishment because the NFL does not like the celebration.
Because there's a prop involved, or
I think what it actually
properly
was.
recorded himself flipping. Like he literally took the guy's phone. It was when he did the flip with the guy's phone in his hand, and then he did the
He did
flip.
a backflip.
oh, so the NFL just suspended him for the flip incident.
No, he suspended the cameraman, not
Right.
The guy that had the phone.
But I think what it really came down to is,
The guy was using his phone while on the field.
well, I think it was even a step further than that because the cameraman in this moment where one of his favorite players just did this with his phone after scoring a touchdown, he showed noticeable excitement. And apparently, as an NFL cameraman, you are not supposed to do that. So he is suspended for the season.
Oh, he's employed by the NFL.
He's employed by the NFL.
But he does multiple Miami games. He doesn't work for Miami. He's not an employee of Miami.
At this point, you have exceeded my knowledge of the situation, but I know he works multiple games in the Miami stadium.
We're gonna have to do some investigative journalism on this.
I feel like he's probably employed by the NFL as a security guard for the Miami Dolphins.
Definitely a photographer. I know for sure he's employed by the NFL as a photographer.
Yes,
But he's got a phone, so he does some sort of social media.
yeah.
And if he just does Miami games, that makes me think that he's just a employee of the Miami Dolphins social media.
He wears a black thing like the Walmart employees wear that says NFL on it instead of Walmart.
Interesting.
NFL reader.
Yeah, he's like an old guy that welcomes people to the
He
stadium.
wears an NFL smock. He doesn't wear a Miami
Smock,
Dolphins.
that's the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Well, that's life. I wonder how much money he makes. Is he getting spent without pay?
That I couldn't tell you.
Well, if he's not getting
journalists.
If he's not getting paid, that's it. Because he's probably making like $42 an hour, working 3 hours a week or something.
He's
like that.
worked with his story is kind of cool in that he basically just did photography as a hobby and he reached out to several NFL, NBA players and whatnot. I know he did some stuff with Antonio Brown a couple of years ago. He's worked with a couple of premier athletes, possibly DK Metcalf.
Photoshop it in those abs.
Yeah.
Cowboys demolishing the Seahawks in top.
Get the kick from the 50-yard line.
Yeah. Woo-wee. They really should. I think I would like to see them give you like half a point or something if you
1 point for
if you kick it through the uprights, so make those 15-yard penalties actually meaningful. And then 3 points if you hit the crossbar.
Yeah, or even added to the very end of the return. Like if it's a 15-yard penalty and it's a touchback, they get started at the 10.
The NFL will never do it, but yeah,
that would probably be the actual answer,
Mhm.
is actually rewarding that sort of thing.
Yeah.
If you are trying to discourage kick returns, which they obviously are, they're allowing fair catches on them in the field. Get
Yeah,
it
just
for
15
25.
yards from there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Geno drops back to pass. Pressure from Mike up the middle. And, man, he's like a velociraptor when he gets a little bit of, like, that little bit of space, just like in Jurassic Park, it's just like on you, right? It's just like
You think he does the little toenail tap?
watch his inside move. Oh no, he just gets bumped inside and he's so fast.
Yeah, like he's got a cast on that hand / wrist.
He sure does. Not really affected him.
Looks like he's wearing a club.
And it's Charbonnet. He's got some space and he's gonna get munched up after a short gain.
No
5 or
timeouts left.
6.
That is important that
Wilson lay on top of him.
Wilson's laying on top of him.
Yeah, they do have no timeouts. Weird move. Feels like the Seahawks are just running out the clock on this half.
Definitely
Cowboys
seems
have
like an
2
opportunity
timeouts, so I
to
think they have to get a first down.
right?
Well, you have to at least get a first down, otherwise Dallas is going to use their timeouts.
Yeah. Dallas chooses not to use a timeout here. It's 3rd and 3. So that's interesting, right? So, I mean, Seahawks put themselves in a really bad spot if they don't get this. If they do get this first down, then they have to get the ball down the field in a short period of time. The throw is for a first down, and JSN runs for a gain of 15, and the runs
He
out of
almost
bounds.
messes that up with the interaction trying to get the quick ball.
Well, no, he just being a rookie. The clock stopped. He ran out of bounds, but
just being a
He
rookie.
just reminds me of a less athletic Wes Welker. Like he doesn't have the explosion that Wes Welker has.
Yeah.
He has that route discipline to just kind of sink into a zone and get open.
yeah, I agree. Not quite what you wanted out of him. Tank Dell probably should have gone first overall.
Hindsight's 2020.
And Cowboys jump. Is it a free play? Micah Parsons. Yeesh. And he skips it to JSN, incomplete. And there's a flag in the secondary as well. So that was weird because they gave him a free play unabated to the quarterback, but then or that they were blocked, but then Micah Parsons very quickly made it pretty much unabated to the quarterback. Probably should have been blown dead on that one. We'll see. Yeah, so they're going to have a lot to sort out here because they're going to have to decline one and accept probably whatever the second one was. Would be automatic first down, and they're trying to figure out if it's a spot foul or if it's illegal contact or a lot of talking going on here between these referees. Tim Tam watch.
Getting the massage gun.
He's got a cramp in his upper trap. Illegal contact. Declined. Offsides. So they accept the offsides for 5 yards on Armstead.
I think it's first down no matter what. It was on first down, so
They're both 5 yards.
Would it be a matter of more time on the clock, maybe? Does one play allow more time on the
Could
clock
be.
than the other?
That's what it is. That's what it has to be, right?
Are you sure about that? Because it
Sure
was a dead play.
No, here's why they did it, because it was first down already.
Yeah.
So they're taking 1st and 5 instead of taking 1st and 10 with the automatic first down.
Yeah.
There it is.
Not that that's really going to matter because there's 30 seconds left, 36
With
seconds
no
left.
timeouts
DK
left.
Metcalf, that's more than enough time if you get it. If you can hit him.
Yeah, but it's still not going to matter, right? Ooh, okay, so incomplete to Tyler Lockett. That was awkward. 31 seconds left on the clock. 22, 2nd and 5.
This
Geno
is a
Smith
weird
was
choice to try to
frustrated.
hit an open receiver in the center of the field.
Yeah.
there.
I agree.
No timeouts. It's
We're watching a replay of Micah eating up a triple team. And then Marcus Lawrence is like, yes, thank you, Micah. I will take.
I feel like Geno Smith is they've now got a book on him, and it's kind of he's not bad, but he's not as good as he was last year when everybody kept thinking like the other shoe's going to drop and we're going to see bad Geno.
Yeah, I don't think he's as accurate either. He does go back to pass. He's got a lot of pressure. He's going to dump it off to his
Get out of bounds.
Good pass considering
DJ Dallas.
Kind of a dot with the dump. That
Yeah,
was,
we really like with those feet, like him, like just doing this.
yeah, I really thought that was just actually going out of bounds.
DJ Dallas, the man who caught the ball there.
DJ
The
Dallas already
University
has
of
a
Miami.
built-in backup plan of a career if he needs it.
Another offside on the Cowboys. 2 back-to-back pre-snap penalties. Yikes.
Second or third on Fowler himself.
Yep. Oh, he's just
constantly.
lined up. He just lined up
But he does that constantly. Like
clearly.
he is the most notorious, I think, of all the defensive linemen just to blatantly line up off sides.
Yeah.
You know, drops back to pass. Geno Smith. He's got a man. He's going to throw it to him. It's Tyler Lockett, and they're going to stop the clock. Wow, on that.
I thought he was touched.
Nope, they run the clock. They're running the clock.
Clock is running.
They got AI in there, Miles. They spiked the ball because that referee definitely signaled to stop the clock.
It's so funny that the clock situation this year, or maybe it's every year, and this is the first time noticing it, but it seems like it's constantly off in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. So now 16 seconds left. 3rd and 2. Geno drops back to pass. Quick out of his hands. It's to Lockett again on basically the same route, basically the same play. He catches it, and he'll get out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 with 13 seconds left. So this is that game the Seahawks played early on in this drive, right? Is they could have trusted their offense and pushed the pace, and they'd be playing for a touchdown right now. But instead, they took their time, ran a lot of time off the clock, and now with 0 timeouts left, they have 13 seconds left, and now they're thinking about probably more field goal than anything. 3 men stacked on the top of your screen. Geno drops back to pass. Micah gets a lot of pressure, throws it up kind of out of bounds. It looks like, oh my God! Jackson, flag on the play. JSN with 0 separation just finds a way to make the contested catch, which is exactly what you need to see out of him in the NFL. He's going to be productive. Feels like this is going to stand.
Penalty is declined.
Wowzers.
Crazy. They're going to
JSN. Maybe contacted before. We'll see if it's a catch. Ooh, they're going to take a look at that. They're going to take a long, hard look at that. But it's a PI. That's a PI.
It's going to be the
So
first
they're going to get a first down
in goal.
and goal, and then again with the clock,
Yeah,
they're going to have what, like 12 seconds left,
8 to 10 seconds.
and so they.
Worst comes to worst, they definitely have to keep a field goal here.
Worst comes to worst, but I don't know if he. Like I said, it looks like he still has control.
Yeah, that's a hard call to say that he doesn't have it right here.
I feel like that's the best way to put it. It's going to be one of those situations.
Because I mean, the ball doesn't move as much as he just moves around the ball.
Maybe I'm a Dallas Cowboys homer. I think that's an incomplete pass, and that's just me. Calling the field.
I agree with you, but is it enough proof in that pudding to overturn it?
If the ball
That's
hits
what
the
I
ground,
think as a Cowboys homer.
if the ground makes it seem like he possesses the ball because the ground helps him, then that is incomplete.
I love the Cowboys. Believe me.
What a school bus
That's
route.
one thing I associate you with is the Cowboys, for sure.
Yeah.
Because
Shut up,
Because you're so
Paxton.
toxic.
But there's no way.
That's
in
a
real
terrible route. They caught a touchdown. What do you want? It works. Sometimes some backyard bullshit works.
Well,
I hate that you want all your routes to be crisp like it's 7th grade.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
I played Madden on the Wii because they had a feature where you could literally draw your route with a Wiimote, and it was the best Madden ever made.
I almost had my parents get a Wii instead of a PlayStation for that reason.
I think it was Madden 09. Brett Favre was on the cover. It also had backyard mode, which was silly but great. I would put the 09 Wii version of Madden up against a lot of version of Maddens. Look at that Microsoft Surface.
We really should. I feel like we talk about this every 3rd live stream or whatever, whenever NFL Street is brought up. But we really should, and maybe that is a project for a different YouTube channel for the off season, is we build a ultra, and we all play on the same team, 4-player, all play on the same team, and we do an NFL Street build.
I've never actually played NFL Street, but I've seen it. It's really fun.
What do you play it on?
PlayStation 2. We need a PlayStation 2.
I think it's also available on GameCube, which
My parents could ship it to me.
There you go.
Well, the problem with GameCube is remembering the letters A, B, X, Y, I think, and then RB.
Are you about to install what is largely considered the greatest controller ever made?
For I love the controller.
Yeah.
But for sports games,
Fair.
I don't love it.
Fair.
Jamie, I think
I
I
love it in
have
general.
every PlayStation up until Actually, I think I have 2 PlayStation 2s and a PlayStation 1 at my house in the garage.
Do you have NFL Street and a memory card?
No, but those are much easier to get. Or much
I don't know
quicker
about that.
and cheaper.
Here we go.
I was gonna say,
Incomplete, like I said.
good call. Very good call.
Cool.
You got some Seattle fans crying right now. I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
But do you go for at least one shot at the end zone because of the time?
If you're upset, shut up and wipe your tears with your neon
So-
yellow jersey.
They already declined this penalty, but because the play was called, did they get the opportunity
Yes.
to now accept the penalty?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and here we are.
How cool would it be if that wasn't the rule? It's like you got to decide now.
No trade
You're
backs.
committed.
That was 70s football.
Yeah. Okay, so the 7 is wiped off the clock, or the 6 is wiped off the clock. 7 seconds left. Like we said, Jake Bobo's in this play. This ball's going to Bobo. Out of his hands, pass, touchdown.
Noah fan.
No.
No fan sighting. Drink.
The other 87.
So many fantasy football owners.
Is Jason crying right now? Is he actually crying? Did they put the Grinch on?
Mike iced him. Called the timeout before the snap. Wipes the touchdown off the board.
Mike, you fucking genius.
Wow! That's the best coaching timeout in the NFL this season. Holy guacamole. Mike is coaching his balls off right now. Going up against Pete Carroll.
I would love to see them like exchange punches. Like I would love to see coaches like actually get to vent the frustration.
You know Pete would square up like this, right? That would be his.
Hear me out. 7 seconds on the clock before we go into half. This is where Duran might get a pick 6.
If you call that, that would be hilarious. Drops back to pass, quick screen to DK Metcalf touchdown. I believe someone else called that.
Are they going to get to keep this one?
Flag on the play.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Who's it on? Deron Bland was covering him. The DK push off.
I think it's offsides.
Oh my God. Offsides.
Because someone jumped right as the motion happened.
Geno Smith jumps into Pete Carroll's arms. That was
See
awesome.
if they show the replay of the penalty. It's,
I mean-
right as the. Oh, they're not going to show the.
So I think now DK Metcalf just passed Deron Bland for touchdowns this season. I'm pretty sure that's going to be. I'm pretty sure that's real.
Yeah, but number 90 jumped because the motion from Charbonnet. When he motioned out of the backfield, he thought the snap was coming. He flinched.
I mean, they deserve that. They had to score 3 touchdowns to get 1.
Yeah.
At some point, let him have it.
Yeah.
At a certain point, they earned it, right?
But that's just.
Yeah, DK Metcalf he's got 5 touchdowns. Or
6 touchdowns. You'd have to have 6 to pass Deron Bland.
he just tied Deron Bland for
Jesus.
touchdowns this season.
And this game's not over yet.
And he scored 2 this game. That's kind of terrible.
But Deron Bland is what you would call found money. He is a late undrafted guy that absolutely balled out and is probably going to get the shot at the other side of the field next to Trevon Diggs once he's fully healthy, and Stephon Gilmore is going to be probably
I
retired.
want a pick 6 every game, or I don't love him.
God damn, dude.
Is there anything more beautiful? We were watching the highlights.
It's nice to know that he doesn't care about your love.
No, he does.
We were watching the highlights of the first half. Is there anything more beautiful / terrifying than DK Metcalf in the open field just striding out? No one runs like
What jersey
that.
am I wearing?
Huh?
What jersey am I wearing?
What jersey are you wearing?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Depends on who he's going after. If I'm wearing a Seattle jersey, I'm just in awe of the
Squib
Clydesdale
kick.
that is DK Metcalf.
Perceived.
Can you compare catch that champ?
I don't know who that was.
That's Hunter Lupke, the fullback.
One of the men, Hunter Lupke.
That will take us to the half.
That'll take us to the half. Stick with us. Don't close your browser. We will see you afterwards.
Our
Please
jumping
subscribe.
competition.
Oh, we got a jump still.
Stretch.
Thank you guys for watching. If you guys stay on, we'll pay attention to the comments in the second half. I'm muted. Come on, guys.
I'm going to Jacob, or I'm going to hang out best with Jacob.
I don't want to be alive that long.
It's the big music.
Oh, hello and welcome back to the second half of the game. It's 2nd and 8, and it'll be a play action to Charbonnet. Geno Smith's going to roll out to the right. It'll be the JSN. He'll catch the ball for a gain of 8 on the play. Welcome back. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are going to be live stream, watch partying this very exciting, very close Seattle Seahawks and Cowboys game. It is 21-20. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Seattle Seahawks as we are all getting back to business here. I do have my buddy Paxton Bailey here. How you doing, buddy?
I lost in the jumping contest.
Fergalicious.
Yeah.
We did do the jumping contest. Stay tuned to the channel. We will actually edit that together and post it. Geno Smith drops back to pass, throws it to the right. It will be a DK Metcalf. Great one tackle, Stephon Gilmore, and then gains an extra 5 yards after contact.
I really thought he stepped out of bounds on that. That first tackle.
Does the Metcalf face mask just make him so much more intimidating?
No, it's everything about it.
It's terrifying. It's like Darth Vader. It's almost like Darth Vader's helmet. Dude.
I think it's just the muscles.
Oh yeah, the biceps don't hurt anything. That's for sure.
From the line.
He was inside. He was running out. He was about.
He tiptoed that line 121 yards.
Paxton Ferguson is as good at seeing as he is at jumping.
Handoff goes to Charbonnet. He's got his biggest run of the game, which isn't good for me. Gain of 15 on the play.
He just kept going.
Yeah,
I tied with
Jake Ferguson will be happy to know his job is safe with the Dallas Cowboys. But Paxton is not coming to claim it in the offseason.
Yeah, the no fan leads the way, and Charbonnet finds a little bit of a space. And
72. He's trucking 2 people.
Yeah, it sure is.
Lucas.
What an interesting camera angle from right behind the field goal post.
Yeah. Well, that's Amazon for you. Geno Smith under center, hands off again to Charbonnet, and he's got even more space. A big run on the play. Oh, but it's going to be a flag. The Seattle bench is celebrating that flag, so I can't imagine what that could be. Maybe hands to the face.
It's like it's Marquise Bell.
Yep.
15-yard penalties at the end of the run. Be an automatic first down.
Dallas is looking a little frustrated coming out here in a second.
Why is the camera tilted?
Whoa. Yep, that was quite the face mask. Definitely grasped it firmly. Broad daylight.
Interesting penalty
Jamie might want to
going on there in the bottom left corner.
scoreboard. It looks like it's cutting the TV.
I think we're fine. Okay. Thank you for noticing. Oh, the scoreboard is not on the screen. So good call.
Play action.
Play action. Oh! Of the intended receiver there.
Just
Incomplete.
just a little too much velocity on that throw for Will Disley.
Yeah, sure was.
When you name like Disley, you got to lob that in there. You got to feather that in.
You gotta be aggressive. The guy like this, like perfect route too.
He's not as athletic as Jake Ferguson. But
Okay. And now
Lacks in vision and jumping. He has droves and droves of route running.
Geno Smith in shotgun receives the snap, drops back. Micah Parsons on the pressure, but he gets it out to DK Metcalf, and he is a problem to take down. That was kind of
Was that actually a fumble?
that was so a bunch of big linemen came flying in there, kind of low to the knees.
Oh, I
That
knew
was weird.
That wasn't gonna happen.
What the heck happened
I think
there?
I streamed my cat stepping under the couch a second ago. I think I was joking.
So DK runs a curl route.
They whistle it dead early?
I think they gave him progress, and then it was wrestled out. And
Yeah, the two offensive linemen kind of tripped each other up. That's why it looked like they came in low. But they do give him the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
I didn't think they'd give him the spot. I thought he
I
was
didn't think so
short.
either. Yeah. Charbonnet in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff, and he's going to get tripped up, maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
I think he's a
That's the problem with his feet. Like you're just not high enough in those kind of situations. He should have probably gotten closer.
I agree. Charbonnet still in.
One name to say though, Charbonnet.
Yeah, Zach.
Sounds like a one.
It does sound.
Geno handing off the ball again, and he's gonna get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard on the play. Be 3rd and goal for the Seahawks after handing the ball off twice back to back. To Charbonnet there.
The Cowboys are kind of lucky because if Myers hits that field goal in the first half, this may be putting it into 2-possession territory.
That's a
That
good
is
point.
true.
That's a very good point.
If they get close enough, that might happen. 3rd and goal, 10 on the clock. If you're trying to sync up with us at home, it's best that you do. JSN goes in motion. Geno drops back the pass. He's got a free lane up the middle for a touchdown. Geno Smith goes up 7. An extra point will put him up 8.
But there's a flag on the play.
Oh, there is a flag. Pete says, what's that all about? The flag's in the end zone. They have a legal man downfield or something funny. It looks like the Cowboys defense is walking off the field. Waiting for the call here. Holding on the defense is going to be declined. It'll be a touchdown.
They're making up for all those holding calls they've been known for here the last few possessions.
Yep. Bobby Wagner gives him some props on his way off. I can't wait to see him get another 15 tackles this half.
Is this type of pressure you're talking about on Dak? He's had a lot of victories in this stadium, but right now he's having to play from behind with limited time remaining.
This would be his MVP moment, some would say, on primetime Thursday night.
I would think that your statement earlier was less controversial for sure if he was able to pull off this victory, even more so because that spread.
Take us through the price. I don't think he's covering that spread.
So,
Six and a half. What you recommended 6.5. They got all
yeah,
that.
I think I recommended 8.5.
No. You recommended 6.5 when the line was at 6.5.
Okay, cool.
And then it moves all the way to 9.5.
I think it was 42.5 was the over, maybe 46.5. I cannot remember what I recommended, but it was whatever the over was.
Well, you already hit the over.
Yeah, we're good on the over. We're good on that.
Yeah. So one out of 2 so far.
So does this end up being a barn burner, or was this one of those games that it was all early points and then it kind of fizzles out?
I don't see this anytime soon.
I think if anything,
If the Cowboys don't score on this drive, then it will become a game where the Cowboys showed up early, then fizzled late.
Yeah.
But they have to start going tit for tat because apparently their defense, they're putting enough pressure on them offensively with the way they're playing defense right now that they can't like not have a tie or at least be close, so that when they do get one stop, they can capitalize on it. But
it does seem like Bland is struggling. I mean, he's doing against DK Metcalf like pretty regularly, but still, he's not having the shiny performance that he's had. Michael Parsons trying to hold it down, but Geno Smith has so far been very successful at getting the ball out before he can be sacked.
Oh, yeah, well said. They've definitely done a good job of mitigating Micah Parsons' effect on the game so far, playing around him as much as you can playing around a guy like that.
It's still opening up opportunities for others, like you pointed out earlier. At one point, he was taking on a triple team, and it didn't even seem to really faze him, let alone the opportunities that means the people around him now have just wide open lanes to Geno. But
just mental mistakes like that's the biggest thing is like how many times like Dante Fowler's got 3 to 4 lined up in the neutral zone, and then not only that, when they have those plays, somebody else in the backfield makes another defensive mistake, which is even more yards. So you're giving Pete Carroll like a choice of 3 different penalties to take almost.
Yeah.
On all their scoring drives.
The stat that popped up in the corner that I was trying to mention earlier was actually saying that the Cowboys and the Seahawks are tied in penalties going into this game. But so far, the Dallas Cowboys now have double what the Seattle Seahawks have in this game so far. So coming in, they're tied. Now the Cowboys are falling behind.
It's a good old-fashioned penalty off here.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like 2016 Cowboys.
Where does the Merry Little Batman rank on your Christmas movie list, boys?
Honestly, I don't watch that. I didn't know it was a thing. I'm hosting a movie party for the Polar Express Sunday, which I've never seen. So that's going to be an exciting.
Oh, you're gonna love it, dude. It's a great movie, great film.
Interesting.
Oh,
I've always
yeah.
heard really the opposite.
No. You're gonna love it, dude. It's a great movie. You'll
To
love
be honest, I wasn't actually planning on watching it, but maybe I'll have to check it out.
You just do the party like, hey, good kids.
Peace out.
Let's smoke a bowl.
And I bounce, dude. They give you the basically once the movie is rolling. I mean, I'm my obligations are over at that point.
You just get the kids hyped up like, who loves Christmas?
Bro, I mean, I had him do like a rapping hunt, not like music, but like
Dak comes back to pass, and he's got a little bit of time. He gets a hand on him. He avoids it. He throws it deep, and it'll be maybe a holding, maybe OPI on Gallup. Feels like it's on the defense based off of his facial expression.
Illegal contact on somebody.
It is holding on the defense. Be on Brown there.
Harold not happy with the call. Swinson and Schuin at the same time.
Sweet sweater color, though. That Seattle Seahawks sweater color is
Yeah, I kind of want one with the gray sleeves. Those things are sweet.
I do like the gray sleeves. Really does remind me of a sweater I would wear in like 1994.
Yeah.
I want to see them target CD with
Jake Ferguson goes in motion. Tony Pollard gets the handoff, and he'll gain about 5 yards on that run.
I want to see Devin Witherspoon and CD Lamb throw it up and see what happens. Those two guys, I think, going head to head would be a fascinating watch.
Jake Ferguson will just come over and take it.
Unless Paxton Bailey's in there.
Exactly.
Jordan Brooks doubtful to return the game. Is that what they just said?
Yeah, they showed him walking to the locker room earlier.
He looks pretty sad.
Mm-hmm.
That's one factor too. Is the Seattle Seahawks might not have the depth that the Cowboys have right now.
Handoff up the middle goes to Tony Pollard. He's going to get a first down.
He looked like me with a middle school dance when the girl I wanted to ask out dated going out with some other guy and you're just sitting there watching and had like a great time.
You ever have the embarrassment of having a teacher come to you and like make one of the girls dance with you because
No.
you're not brave enough to ask one?
Worse.
No.
My mom was chaperone and did it.
You know who the most handsomest man is at this party? That guy. But she's Wing Mom at that point.
Jamal Adams was down there. Looked like he indicated that he got his wind knocked out of him. So he kind of popped up. Bobby Wagner was talking to him. I think he'll be okay.
He's a guy that'll try to get in no matter what. I don't know if you saw the footage of him when they had the
After he
concussion.
was clearly concussed, yeah.
It's like he literally wanted to light up
The independent neurologist, yeah. Dak Prescott under center here, Dowdle in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff, and Bobby Wagner closes that hole, forces him inside.
He missed the hole there.
No, Bobby Wagner closed it.
Okay.
He was good to miss it if he did.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner kind of punched him inside if he filled that hole quick. But Bobby Wagner's known for filling holes.
Brooks Dixon sounds like a Western hero. I want to see him on a shootout in a corral.
Right, just go to Western based on.
Hey,
Dak Prescott drops back to pass. They throw it up over the middle of Jake Ferguson, our favorite player.
I could have done it better.
Ooh, and that was
Berkowitz over here.
he's gonna walk that off a little bit.
Fergie Ferg getting up very slowly. Looks like he's going to be walking to the sideline.
Probably didn't do that awkward frog stretch before he did his play.
Good thing he did that, too.
He got swat right on the ground, like he had nowhere to go, and that's just
See.
Witherspoon.
Jerry Steinman, none of was.
It felt like a snowboard catching an edge and slamming the rider into the ground.
Free play for Dallas. It is. Dak Prescott throws it deep. Free play to intercept.
That's okay. It doesn't count.
And great tackle by the Schoonmaker. Not sure exactly who Dak was throwing to on that play, but it was a free play, so why the hell not?
Until they don't
Maybe
call that penalty for some reason. And we just screwed themselves.
It is a
Mafe.
first down. Dante Mafe jumped off sides.
You just saw the blue and you got confused.
Well, since Jimmy Johnson's going into the Ring of Honor, do you think Jerry is gonna do something like it's gonna be like a picture of a dick or something? They just unveil it. Like it's just this long con.
They put up a picture of NASCAR driver Jimmy Johnson.
It would be a picture of Jimmy Johnson mid-sneeze.
They just opened a Jimmy John's in this place instead.
Or just a coffin, like he's like, you're gonna be dead soon. Or something.
Dak drops back to pass, play action, rolls out to the left, throws it to the left, and he's got CD Lamb. The ball was tipped up. There's already a flag down on the turf, which would indicate something on the defense. And the way CD postured after that,
It looks
pointed
like
directly
it's
to
gonna
the
be
flag.
holding him.
Well, and he also
Play
wasn't.
the ball.
I was gonna say he didn't seem concerned with that ball even a little bit.
Yeah.
Very.
I don't think he knew that it was up like that. It was holding on the defense already, yeah. So 2 back-to-back penalties against the Seahawks again. Reek Woolen on the coverage. We'll see the replay here. CD Lamb is, yeah, we'll have to see a different angle, but maybe with that left hand, he
Oh, yeah, he's
Yeah.
underneath.
Yeah, it's
grabbed the
a
big
little
old
bit there.
underhook. That's probably a good call, I'd say. Good holding call.
If you're gonna hold,
Dak Prescott hands the ball off to Tony Pollard. He's going to gain maybe a yard on the play.
Not a lot.
Fergie Ferg goes in motion to block for him, does not do it well.
Jamie, I won't lie to you. When you were doing this to talk about his left hand, I didn't know what you were doing. It just looked like you were asking for uppies.
oh, uppies are.
It's like asking your mom to pick you up. You're just doing
I mean, she's a chaperone. You know she's.
I mean, to be fair, I would ask your mom for uppies.
Yeah, same. Dak Prescott in shotgun here. Feels like a pass play. And it is. Dak drops back to pass,
Brandon Cook.
steps up, throws to the left, and it'll be to CD Lamb.
You see, the same. See, he does that. I don't like it, man. Do something new. Do something different.
He used to do the snout thing, but then all the college kids started doing it, so now he doesn't do it anymore. Reek Woolen on the
You
coverage
think
again.
they should do it every year? They should come up with a new one.
A new one? I
Oh,
don't know. I think I would probably change it up every year or two.
if you're Seattle, do you challenge this because it kind of goes through his elbow.
Looks like I was incomplete. Looks like I hit the turf there. Pete Carroll's not going to get the. Oh, wow. They get it off. Okay, so it's going to count. Dak drops back to pass. Lots of time again. Infinite time. Throws it out of bounds. Finally under pressure there.
5, 6 seconds.
Felt like, 7 Mississippi before anyone was even close to him. That's crazy.
Looks like his hair is Play-Doh spaghetti.
Potatoes.
He just has a Play-Doh Fun Factory coming out of the back of his helmet.
That would be cool.
Every time he gets a first down, he just pushes another tube through.
That would be an awesome first down celebration.
Yeah,
Played out.
No point. Make your hair longer with Play-Doh.
particularly difficult. That's what considering he's a defensive player, he's actually got a pretty
If you ain't
impressive
Play-Doh,
career
you're
right now.
definitely not
And
going
a
to make
Play-Doh.
match Jake Ferguson in athleticism.
Terrell Taylor with the Play-Doh hair. Dak Prescott drops back to pass. Throws it over the middle to Tony Pollard. And guess who? Bobby Wagner.
And
Yeah, I was
guess
gonna
what?
say.
Another flag.
Yeah, I was gonna say he literally piggybacked him before the ball was even there.
Got there a little bit early. Look at how big his arms are, though.
It was also a scary pass by Dak.
No, I thought it was angling downward. It was not likely to get tipped. It was. Yeah, and it's on Bobby Wagner. PI, good call.
I mean, as hard of a game as Wagner's been playing, you got to get I know I bitch about penalties all the time, and I find them obnoxious when people get paid millions to do this and can't make simple mental mistakes or whatever. But in this case, he kind of earns it because he's been so productive on defense.
Well, yeah, if you're going to be involved in that many plays in a game, you're gonna.
He did a couple.
The way that replay looked from that different angle, that didn't look like a PI to me. It looked like he was right on time. The ball was just off. Anyways, Dak Prescott alone in shotgun. Another first down. Drops back to pass. Under pressure up the middle. Breaks one tackle. Does not break. The second one goes down. Sack.
He definitely seems to not look up when he's in that kind of situation. He looks down at the pass rush.
Is it Jerron Reed? It was Jerron Reed. I thought it said number 30 for a second. I was like, that's not number 30. Jerron Reed misses him the first time, does not miss him the second time. Moffett does a good job of keeping him inside the pocket. Here we are. Finally a positive play for the Seattle defense. First one of the drive, it feels like. Still 2nd and 13. Dak will drop back to pass, surveys, throws it deep to the right corner of the end zone. He's kind of got CeeDee Lamb and just overthrows him.
And a flag.
What's the
That
flag
looked
on?
like that looked like CD just took a flop.
Yeah,
dude.
that was.
I don't think it's.
CD just.
It can't be. That can't be what the flag is for.
Give him the
I think it's on Jamal for a hold. Yeah, illegal contact on Jamal. It wasn't. It wasn't on
Number
that secondary
22.
hit.
I would have loved to
22.
pull that off.
It just seems like
Trey
such a-
Brown. Okay, let's see it. Here we go. Double move. Yep, definitely. Good call. And that's why he missed that pass. That was the difference, I think. Okay, so Jamal Adams was the one who came in afterwards.
To be fair, there was actually contact. I thought he literally missed him and he just took the flop.
5 penalties this drive. All but one of them, I think, legitimate.
Like both
One
teams have really kind of stepped up the penalty game.
Yeah, penalty off.
The Seahawks Kirby say they're losing
Woo! Handoff goes
nowhere.
nowhere. Jamal
That's a
Adams.
celebration. I'll give you props on that. And it's quick.
Tony Pollard tackled for a loss. 5 minutes, 3 seconds left on the clock. The dogs are barking outside. Those are those underdog dogs. The Seattle Seahawks. Great play. I went out last night to a pop-up karaoke Christmas event at Bishop Arts called
That
the
sounds
Twisted
cool.
Elf. A lot of Seahawks fans there.
Interesting.
Dak drops back to pass, throws it to Fergie Ferg. He's going to make one man miss. He's going to get the first down. Ooh.
Damn.
Takes a,
Paxton, they might need to put you in after that hit.
takes a big old pop.
Oh, did you see that push? Throw that one. Oh.
Quandre Diggs, who pushed who? Ferguson?
Oh, that was the face,
That's-
dude.
yeah,
I cannot believe they haven't thrown a flag on this yet. He shoved him in the chest and smacked him in the face. Post whistle.
So Jamal Adams,
Watch
Jake
this,
Ferguson
watch
getting after it. Bobby Wagner in on that tackle.
big hit,
Woo!
big
Quandre Diggs lays a big old
It's right here. There's the
mollywop.
first push.
So here's Jamal
This is
Adams
the second one.
and Ferguson
He's
getting in each
gonna
other's
go hand to face right
face. Yeah.
That angle.
Man, he definitely slapped him.
I kind of like that they let that go. Dak Prescott drops back to pass. He throws over the middle to his maze. Almost deflected upward. Tony Pollard hit him right in the chest and just volleyballed it up to Bush.
To be very clear, I wish that it was always like that. I just feel like I've seen calls for that with less evidence. And that's what I don't like, is just the complete inconsistency of stuff like that.
But
I think they should be able to brawl hockey, old school hockey style.
the personal foul stuff hasn't really happened this game, though.
They made too much the hockey brawl style. Like you're talking about.
Not a great route by Pollard there. Should have sat down in the hole of that zone where Dak put it. Dak sweaty.
Dak was sweating in the first play.
Wow.
Yeah, he came out sweating.
He pitches it to Pollard here. He's got the block out in front of him. It's going to be a touchdown. Dallas Cowboys.
And it feels like they got to go for two here, of course.
They got to be going for 2. Gotta.
I like getting Tony in open space. He doesn't have enough to break through enough power, but if he gets around an edge, he's good.
He's enough room to do a spin.
They had some good misdirection there, too. Kind of
It was almost like
They had
fake screen to the left. Yeah.
But I think they did something in motion to have a heavy side.
Looks like they're kicking the field goal here. Extra point.
I don't mind that. It's not even the end of the third quarter.
Looks like a strange choice because you're down
Yeah.
4 regardless.
I don't love it, but
They're down 1 point.
down 1. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, but I mean, like a field goal changes the outcome of the game regardless.
One
One
kicker has already
4-0.
missed a field goal tonight.
Yeah.
A PAT tonight.
Well,
So
again, very gusty night in the Cowboys team.
Yeah,
Stadium.
okay,
No ponchos out despite the terrible weather. We're just a tougher fan base than all these pussies in Kansas City.
we are keeping a close eye on the poncho watch here for this game.
It's a dome stadium, so I don't know if there's going to be any punches out there today.
It's going to seep through. The fog is gonna
I feel like
come through
Seattle
the-
brought their weather with them because of this game. I feel like that's
It's so foggy in Dallas. It's actually raining physically inside of the stadium
Seattle
right now.
brought their
People are pissed because they can't see the jumbotron. That's why they paid to go to that stadium. It's the only unique feature they have.
is their halftime show just them playing a Pearl Jam CD.
Spent all my budget last week.
Seems like a Seattle thing to do. Just put on a CD and just out.
I just don't understand why there's a handful of mid women cosplaying as Dolly Parton on the Dallas Cowboys sideline.
You're not Dolly. Give it up.
Yeah, you can't pull it off like she can. Sorry.
I'm thoroughly impressed by this game so far. And I'm impressed by the Seattle Seahawks having the lead here. Wow, a lot of football left to be played, like we've already said. 3 minutes and 41 seconds left as we're on commercial. Seeing these Christmas commercials. I can't get enough. I love Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't love Christmas. I think it's okay. It's generally fine. I like a lot of the movies. I like it when people do like crazy light displays that are like synchronized with like music and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
They just did a Taylor Swift house up in Naperville outside of Chicago.
Whoa.
Big deal. It's making a lot of headlines. Of course, Taylor putting Travis Kelce on the map this year, so everybody knows who she is.
They are absolutely adorable, aren't they? Her and Travis.
Her neighbor's house should make a Travis Kelce house. I guess.
That would be so good, dude. It just plays the Chiefs fight song over and over and over again.
Just plays him and Jason's
Yeah, the podcast, yeah. Jason on the podcast, you remember that? We talked about it during the game last week where they kind of had that hit during the push. There was a clear offside or, illegal contact or whatever. But Jason Kelce actually called that player out and said that he was playing dirty and it was a messed up thing to do.
Kick us up, kick us through the back of the end zone. Yeah, that was interesting for him to come out and say that. I feel like we kind of tended to agree with him at the time because that was our first notion on it, right? They're like, well, they know they're going to give it up anyway, so they're going to take a free shot at the guard.
Honestly, I pitched the ideas. I mean, I don't know if it's legal or what the rule is. It should definitely be changed as they go with this. But from a just pure football strategy, taking the human element out of this, smacking the fuck out of the lineman with just a hit every time would make them think twice about running it.
They used to have a head slap.
Well, if they're going to give them the automatic first down, that's fine with them too, I'm sure. But Zach Charbonnet gets the handoff.
It feels like the tush push, regardless if it's a penalty or just a ran play, it's going to be a first down regardless.
Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 3:28 on the clock. 2nd and 7 here for the Seahawks. And the Seahawks really starting to regain some of that top. They're not strong.
I'm going to tell you, the jerseys and the color scheme are just growing on me. The more
I love them.
Yeah, I love it.
They were already growing all the way on me. Geno drops back to pass. Throws it to the left. Oh, well covered by Stephon Gilmore that time. DK Metcalf was the intended receiver.
It turned into the defensive back end. As you can see, Stephon Gilmore looking for a call.
OPI he's asking for. Let's see the replay. Stephon Gilmore. Good job. Gets his head around. Well, I like the no call. Didn't really feel like DK got his hands up anywhere they didn't need to be.
Yeah.
3rd and 7. But I also love that Stephon Gilmore's getting up in the referee's face and being like, that was on him.
DeAndre Hopkins called him the hardest corner he ever played against.
I've heard great things about Stephon Gilmore. Geno drops back to pass. Cowboys send a blitz, and it'll be caught. Intercepted by guess who? I made up for it.
No sticks after it, but it's still a change of possession, and that's
Bland on the interception. My dog's losing his mind.
He's a big Bland fan, Boston. These stick together. Right, buddy.
Deron Bland covering Tyler Lockett. The Cowboys send a
Hands, dude.
blitz.
Look at those hands.
Hey,
Boston's in celebration mode. That's what we're here for. We like it.
Boston
We
is
like
that
it
dog.
Boston's got that dog in them, and so does Bland.
That's just a bad decision by Geno Smith.
And he looks mad about it. He looks like he knows he made a bad choice.
That's the bad Geno Smith that you see sometimes pop up when he played for the Giants, and I think just when you look back up, you would see those worst throws.
You love my football, you guys.
Is that what you
That's
working
nice.
No.
And your deep voice, Jesus Christ.
I don't know what he was working at. He was up in the old situation up there.
The
Hey,
old-
can you grab me a water? Thank
The
you.
old situation with the match captains. Yeah. Interesting.
He's not done with whatever it is yet.
I actually really like this commercial for it, where he permanently paints himself with a Houday Bengal face mask. That's a good
Who
one.
they gonna beat them Bengals?
Who Bengals gonna beat this year without Joe Burrow?
Who they without Joe Burrow?
Yeah, there you go. That's it, dude.
My favorite part about Dynasty Fantasy Football is this part of the season. If anybody has any fab left, they were forced to use it on Jake Browning.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oops.
Yeah.
But
That's not one that you feel excited about when you see it come across the notification.
But you just have to. If you have fab left, like you might as well just burn it on him. You're not going to find any more. Can you explain what that is? Free agency acquisition budget, or just free agency budget. It is a form of the waiver system for fantasy football that is superior to the classic priority waiver system.
I'll be honest, Jamie, that was a factor that had me nervous about joining the league that we're in together because I'd never played five before, and you explained it to me. I was like, that sounds complicated. I will say it's definitely burned me a couple times, but I also feel like I've been on the positive end of that as well. I would agree now. I think it is easily the superior way to play fantasy football.
Oh,
I like it far more than I like the rotating waiver wire.
It's so much more effort for the rotating waiver wire, because if you don't want to burn your priority, you have to like wake up at like 7 a.m. or whenever your waivers process, and then like pick up the guy you didn't want. You pick up your defense or whatever. You didn't want to burn your priority out. It's stupid. Handoff goes up the middle to Dowdle. He'll gain 3 on the play. Take a big old pop.
Say hello to Jamal Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Random back.
Cowboys starting with great field position, and this is why I guess you go for a extra point there. Also, Cowboys haven't been great in the red zone this game
Not at all.
already, so it's like, yeah, just get that extra point, take your point.
Let's go Brandon Cooks, but you test around Bland enough times, he's gonna make you pay.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing Kevin Smith's old number 26.
Here we go. Dak Prescott drops back to pass quickly out of his hands to CeeDee Lamb. Who takes a big old mollywop, break one on the tackle. They really are flying around right now. It feels like the last couple of primetime games we've gotten, including that Bears-Vikings snooze fest, was extremely physical.
Yeah.
The Vikings-Bears game specifically was one of the most physical games we've watched this season so far.
Yeah. We were the only ones
Al Harris, one of my favorite cornerbacks. He was the guy notoriously. He used to be at Green Bay, and Matt Hasselbeck. I think the year that Seattle was before they went to Super Bowl, they got to the playoffs against Green Bay. They came back against Green Bay and went to overtime. It's like, we're gonna go down here and score. Give us the ball at the coin toss. And first throw, Al Harris picked 6 him.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Devin Witherspoon was being helped off the field there, walked off under his power rookie corner for Seattle, 5th overall pick right before the Lions were able to get him. CeeDee Lamb goes in motion. Dak drops back to pass, looks to the left, and he dumped it down to his check down. Brandon Cooks, another short catch on this.
He's running massive. It's kind of comical the last couple of plays. I know, the old, don't stop till the whistle blows adage, but, man, they are taking that to heart right now. They're
Bobby
throwing
Wagner
40 yards.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner on the tackle. It'll be 4th and 2, and now the Cowboys are leaving out their offense because they can move the ball in this part of the field, so they're confident with it. And that's some field thing that analytics doesn't really ever
Account for.
even bring into account for, at least this stage of analytics.
Come on, Brandon Cooks.
Come on, Ferguson.
Dak drops back to pass, pulls out to the right. Ooh,
Barely.
dropped
Oh,
it.
he drops it.
CeeDee Lamb drops it.
I thought he had it.
So
He's taking the blame. He's putting it on him.
Cowboys turn the ball over.
That is not great for them.
Yeah, so Seahawks
follow up a Cowboys turnover with a
Just-
turnover for themselves. And
Dak's credit, that looked like a really good pass.
It was
Great perfect pass.
CeeDee Lamb took his eyes off of it just a little bit to try to see if he had the marker, and he just tried to make that decision while the ball was in the air.
I honestly don't love the play call.
Yeah.
Because the play call, the route tree was all short routes.
Yeah.
And the reason you're good in that range of the field is you have
You don't have that room. You
Look
just
what
gotta have
the
it.
Bears did. Like the Bears did with Cole Kmet, where they had nobody left in the middle of the field for Cole Kmet on Monday. And he literally
Granted, that's not going to happen with Bobby
Shoot,
Wags.
if anything, you put CeeDee Lamb on a deep route to
CeeDee Lamb or-
for the midfield.
or have CeeDee Lamb be the number one read on a little out route like that, and have somebody else run a deep route. Like you got
Ferguson
Burgers.
on
got
the
options.
team.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
take some things away from that defense. Don't make it so cluttered.
Yeah.
If you've got a quarterback who can throw a good ball in that situation from 25 yards out, I always recommend a corner route.
Yeah.
Run out towards the pylon, get an outside ball that only your receiver can catch.
Well, it's fourth down. It doesn't matter who catches it in the end zone. But
Even bringing Kabonte Turpin, and don't even run him deep, but just have the threat of him
I
out
was
there.
thinking Turpin.
Just some eye candy for that defense
Yeah.
to really worry about.
Put him in motion.
Yeah, very bad play call, which we've been complimenting their coaching up until this point.
Mike's calling a hell of a game still.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen any of the South Park special things that they're
Every
doing?
One of them. I'm a huge South Park fan.
Yeah.
I watched
The
the
new one's fantastic.
whatever one had the member berries.
It's a few years old now at
Yeah.
this point. Yeah. So what's really fun is South Park right now is they have this crazy cool deal where they assign all of their episodes exclusively to HBO, but then they made a side deal for specific South Park movies for Paramount Plus, which were technically not covered in their HBO contract. And then they made an entire special movie just to basically tell them they're both fucking idiots, and then they flayed them. And like, it's so good.
Was
It's
that Streaming Wars?
yes, that was Streaming Wars, which had many other elements going for it. It
I
was
played on
a
that
great
field so many
episode.
times, dude.
Watching Jason Witten coach for the state championship, right? His team's in the state championship game. Is that
Liberty
right?
Christian High School. They're a bad school. Every time we went to play them, we were scared. They beat you up. They always have.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
They got some big guys.
Play action, drop back pass, deep pass for Geno. He's got his man open.
Noah Fant again?
Catches that.
No fan flashing the mitts out there.
He's such a talent that just barely he has one game a year where he is just Noah Fant. It's Jimmy Shaker Day for Noah Fant. He just has outrageously stacked game, but he literally should be in the conversation for one of the best tight ends when he came out of the draft. He was so
Because it was him and Hawkinson, right? Him and Hawkinson. They were number
He
one
just
and
went to
two.
the broken Bronco.
then Hawkinson, I guess, usurped him and went to Detroit.
DJ Dallas, kind of like a weird blown up trick play. And he's gonna run
Hankins says no, sir.
Line.
He's trying to get a face mask.
for the late it comes in for a potential face mask is what we're
That
looking
doesn't
at.
feel like a face mask.
We'll watch the replay.
It looked like he just had him by the shoulder.
Yeah, it looked like across the chest to me.
I mean, my stupid small TV, I couldn't quite see from that
And I've
angle.
been wrong on every call so far, so you should definitely take that into account.
We're about to see the replay here,
Let's go.
and it's up in. He definitely face masks him.
Yeah.
Definitely face mask. Turns his whole body with the face mask. They called it off.
I didn't think it was. I didn't think my head now. It's not a face
You
mask.
don't think that's a face mask?
He got him by the forearm like that, and
He's
he got him by the shoulder.
He's got
His whole body turned like he was in a kung fu
Well, that's
movie.
because he's a good actor.
Yeah,
This guy had a future in Hollywood if he didn't have such big
I
muscles.
guess. Next, Bruce Lee.
He'll be the Rock in a few years.
Geno Smith alone in shotgun. The screenplay is a Charbonnet. He's got a lot of space. Blockers out in
Good
front.
Lord, he does.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
tackle. He has
And he's down to the 5-yard line.
Jesus.
But see what I mean? Doesn't have NFL speed, in my opinion. Should have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
For a top 20 running back in the league.
After he broke through this little pack, I kind of agree with you. He should have right here. He should
Well,
have
got caught from behind.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get hawked as one.
Yeah.
Also, he looks like what the generic create a Madden player looks like before you change any of his
He's very
features.
default.
Yeah,
He looks like Ducky from the dinosaur movie Long Before Time.
yeah.
Land Before Time.
Land Before Time.
Nah, I've tried to watch that
I
as
watched
an
Child
adult.
Drama.
Does not hold up.
I can imagine.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. Not
So you
good.
say that Polar Express is easily better than The Land Before Time?
I stand by that.
Yeah.
I was more of a human adult when I watched Polar Express versus Land Before Time.
You know what doesn't hold up? Did y'all ever watch Foster's Imaginary Home for Friends or whatever?
Really?
Home for
Yeah.
Imaginary Friends.
Did not.
It's on Hulu. I watched it recently, and it's kind of
I feel like I didn't even really like that show after the first season. Like I didn't watch it. I don't think I liked
I didn't watch
it.
that one. I think that's behind my time, after my time.
Yeah, it definitely was. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that one as a kid. I think I watched like the first season. It was good, and then it kind of trailed off after that. I stopped watching. Didn't like it.
I need to go
For me, the
find
show that doesn't hold up is Muppet Babies.
You know what I'm saying?
A show that does hold up, The Fairly Odd Parents on Nickelodeon.
Not bad, I'm
Fantastic
sure.
show as a kid and as an adult. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I would like to relive that. I feel like Jimmy Neutron had a pretty good run.
Also one that I never caught. That
I
was
think
just
Jimmy
past
Neutron
my
was
time.
really good.
It had
All
some
yours are going to be way past my time.
Dexter's Lab. We're getting older.
Ryan, I feel like you and I probably have a lot of similar childhood shows that crossover.
I'm trying to think Harley Dog.
Bible Goes West.
Courage was
All of that.
American Tail.
As a kid,
Bible Goes
dude.
Left.
What's funny is I was like obsessed with Bible Goes West, and I don't even think I saw it.
I saw American Tail, and then I saw American Tail Bible Goes West. But I was also a big Dom DeLuise fan because I was a fan of the Cannonball Run movies, and Dom DeLuise was always the sidekick to Burt Reynolds,
Oh, interesting.
and he was Commander Chaos.
except for when Jerry Reed was Burt Reynolds' sidekick in the greatest movie of all time, Smokey and the Bandit.
Is that your favorite movie of all time?
No, but I do love that movie.
Good song. One of the best
I'm
movie
not saying
songs.
it's
of all
a
time.
bad movie. It's a great movie, but I don't know if I put it in the
I think it was Jerry West that actually sang the
Jerry
songs.
Reed.
Yeah.
He sang a lot of them. He sang the theme song to a bad Burt Reynolds movie, Gator, as well.
Sounds like a great movie.
Best Burt Reynolds movie for me is Stroke Race. I'm sorry that you Smokey and Bandit's great, but Stroke Race is hilarious.
I don't remember what it's called, but Burt Reynolds is in this ridiculously bad volleyball movie where he's like playing beach volleyball in it. And I remember when I rented it from a Blockbuster circa 2007, they like made fun of me. They were like, nobody ever rents this movie. It's the worst.
Fun fact: he was played at Florida State, and his blocker was Lee Corso.
Really?
He said Lee Corso. He had a 54-yard run before you.
Charbonnet, again in this weird double right shotgun formation, gets the handoff, runs up the middle, gain a 2 on the play.
Interesting kind of double barrel fullback action.
They've been running that. I went back and watched some of their old film. They've been running that as far back as 2 games ago. I don't remember. I don't know exactly when they started. They definitely weren't running that against the Lions earlier on in the season. I know that.
He still has to get that tackle.
Tough tackle to make. But yeah,
Bell's an undersized linebacker, oversized safety. So that's a.
He tried to get the tackle too hard. He's faster than you.
Charbonnet in the backfield. Lockett goes in motion, play action, pressure up the middle, back of the end zone. Throws the ball up to DK Metcalf, and he passes.
He's wide open back there. What is going on with that?
I am about to lose in fantasy because the guy I'm playing against is Geno Smith.
3 touchdowns in the game.
Legitimately though, what was that? Like nobody was on him. You don't leave that player open.
I think there was a rub. We'll go back and see.
Touchdown of the season passes to Ron Bland for touchdown.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Weird pick route.
He tried to.
He probably should have been penalized for that. But hey, 3 touchdowns. And that's football, baby.
shit.
Kick is up. Kick is good. Rarely on a pick route do you see the guy who did the illegal pick end up with the catch.
Yeah.
And that's just DK Metcalf for you. Meanwhile, Bill Belichick was like, I'm going to take N'Keal Harry. First round, passing on DK.
Yeah.
Jeepers creepers. What else do you want to see out of the guy?
That's like all the Ole Miss receivers. Look at AJ Brown, third round.
Yeah, look
And he's absolutely the most. He's like the most desired receiver in the NFL right now. Almost.
Look at Puka this season. Look at Tank Dell.
But to me, it's like you look at AJ Brown, and you look at him. He's like he's got the measure, he's got the physical. Like I can see why maybe you're skittish about a Tank Dell or a Jackson Smith and Jigba. Like I can see like physically, like measurement wise, and attributes why you would pick. But AJ Brown or DK Metcalf, I mean, they're absolutely like absolute physical freaks of nature. Like and they can catch it. It's like what are you not seeing from them? Like I could see an undersized receiver getting passed because he's undersized. When you have the size and the resume,
Kick is up. Yeah, I agree. Kick is into the end zone with DK. I mean, it seems like in the NFL, if you have drop problems in college, that seems to be a lot more difficult to fix for a receiver. But if you can catch the ball and you're a physical freak, these NFL coaches can teach you how to run routes.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
it's just I think it just comes down to analysis paralysis. Like you just get so much information.
Too much time to think about it.
Yeah.
I like the term analysis paralysis. That's fun.
Yeah, too much data.
Yeah.
Just hey, it's DK
You hear
Metcalf.
one bad thing and
Look
you're
at his
like,
abs. Let's not overthink this, right?
Right?
So,
No brainer, dude.
no brainer. DK Metcalf. Handoff is to Tony Pollard, who's going to gain about 7 yards on the run. It'll be second down, 14:08 on the clock.
100 days came in like a missile.
Yeah,
I don't know if he actually hit Tony at all.
boy, this is not the kind of performance you thought the Dallas defense was going to have today at all.
Yeah, it's weird that the Dallas defense is arguably the part of this that's letting the team down, which has not been the case for much of the season.
Yeah, Geno's getting the ball out quick, which is
Dak drops back to pass, throws it deep to the left. Who's going to be open? It's going to be CD, and he drops another one. Flag on the play.
He's happy about it.
Man, these refs are throwing a lot of flags, but to be honest, almost all of them I've pretty much agreed with. Let's see what this one's all about.
It's weird though.
I want to see the offensive lineman again that was getting like literally trucked past Dak Prescott.
Reek Wolin called for a PI again. Jeepers
He's looking
creepers.
for it. He wants to see it.
Yeah, let's see this replay. Pete's pissed.
But he's pissed because the other guy.
Oh, yeah, definitely PI. Yep.
He's pissed because the lineman was held. He thought he was being held. Like if they go back to where Dak is, you'll see a offensive lineman, defensive lineman just going right on past him.
Yeah.
And I think he was mad that wasn't offsetting.
Good call. Yeah, I mean, there's been almost 300 yards of penalties this game already.
I don't think either quarterback's done for
I was really about to ask, does that outdo either or both teams?
Dak gets pressure immediately. He's going to get it. He's out of the tackle. He's got people to throw to. He's going to throw it. Oh, I got
Did he get the catch?
completed.
Yeah, he did.
holy shit. What a play by Jalen Tolbert.
What a play by Dak, dude. He was wrapped up.
Yeah.
But again, that's the whole thing with quarterback injuries too. Is they don't call that in the grasp. 10 years ago, that would have been blown dead right there because of poor progress.
Yep. And Plato here just loses control of Dak Prescott.
He didn't have enough Play-Doh.
Didn't have enough
And
Plato.
wow. On this play is
Great awareness.
killing it, dude.
Great awareness by Tolbert keeping those 2 feet in. Dak with 266 yards passing this game. He's going to drop back to throw, stepping up, throws it out to Pollard, and Pollard's going to take it down for a loss.
Almost a good move by Pollard. That was a bad choice by Dak.
I feel like that's when
Brady
that
Cooks was a better
defender.
choice. I thought him underneath. Let him just kind of see if he can cut it up. And
Dak's not running a whole lot this game, which hasn't been on the sheet of.
penalties are definitely beating Dak Prescott's yardage totals.
Yeah.
They sure are.
He's not had to move around too much. He's not been pressured a whole bunch. A little bit more pressure on him later on this game. Seahawks been mixing in some blitzes and some stunts up front to pass rush. Dak's going to drop back to pass. He's going to step up now and a weird kind of lob, sidearm, dump off to
Very
Tony
off the
Pollard.
play all the way around.
What
He
didn't
does.
work last time? Let's do that again.
Well, he had nothing. Credit to the Seattle backfield.
Great tackle by Devin Witherspoon, yeah.
They're blanketing where he wants to go and taking that away, and he's having trouble finding his second, third.
Yeah, the Seahawks pass rush is doing just enough to not get too much pressure on him. 3rd and 12, 11:40 on the clock. Dak alone in shotgun, 5 wide. Okay, here we go. 3 seconds on the play clock. Drops back to pass. Surveys tons of time, and he's
through his hands.
That was a bad decision.
going to throw another high ball up to CD. It harmlessly falls to the turf in the back of the end zone. Did not appear that CD got a hand on it, and yeah, that was danger.
Because look at when you have Ferguson.
Actually, great pass. Perfect ball.
Great ball, but I questioned the decision. I think
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
I was gonna say I questioned the receiver choice. Like I know you want to get it to CD, but that was a needle thread.
Yeah, it sure was, but they kind of needed a touchdown there, so why not go for it? Kick is up, and wow, that wind is blowing inside the stadium there in Arlington.
We got those hats on tight.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Stadium hair,
You
no
forget
hair.
one time that Minnesota's in a dome. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
NFC North, they like their
Jake
indoors.
Ferguson would have remembered.
Yeah.
He hasn't scored a touchdown yet. I could
really use a Ferguson touchdown that you bring it up. But legitimately, fantasy implications aside, I thought that the option there was Ferguson. He had a wide open spot in the middle of the field, and he had a chance to bust it up there.
I need a sky cam view, but I feel like either Tolbert or to go to the other side of the field and look around. At least
Any other person, literally anybody.
it's 3rd and 12, but it's like you just give yourself time and just maybe CD Lamb works open. He's not open on the initial read, but if you hold it long enough, he breaks open because coverage breaks down.
Yeah, we could change this here to zoomed out prime vision if you want to. Go see some defensive alerts. You don't want to? You want any defensive alerts? Okay.
I'm already triggered enough as it is watching this game with all the flags.
Oh, been a lot of flags, but like I said, I've agreed with almost all of them, and the two that I disagreed with, I'm like, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, there were 2 ticky-tacky calls I didn't really love, but other than that, they've all been legit calls, so you can't really complain about it. It's not like a lot of them. You kind of watch your play and you're like, yeah, they're just both these teams are legitimately making a lot of mistakes. And a lot of them have been, I mean, the big yardage ones obviously have been PI, but a lot of them have just been like pre-snap shit. A lot of false starts.
Those are the ones that I find insanely irritating being at the professional level.
It is weird, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it from the lack of pass rush on the Dallas Cowboys team that's been just absolutely terrorizing like the last 5. Even Philadelphia, they were terrorizing Jalen Hurts for most of that game. That they would be kind of neutralized by a Seattle offensive line that's got a lot of spare parts and not really what I would call an elite O-line.
Yeah, I think they're doing a good job of calling great plays, getting the ball out of Geno's hand fast. And they're also, the receivers are honestly doing a great job.
Look at Stephon Gilmore Christmas cleats there. Those look pretty sweet with the snow.
Look at those kicks that Pete's got on him.
Sure.
Those are pretty. Are those New Balances?
Like
pretty
Dad
awesome.
Nikes look like to me.
Dad Nikes?
Yeah.
I love Pete Carroll. I used to hate him.
What changed for him?
I think him. Kicks up in the air. I think he got away from Russell Wilson, honestly. Is what did it. And but he always used to really make a lot of, and I mean used to, like 3 years ago, back when he was only like 71. And he's done a lot of better job. He's really improved in the time management aspect of the game. I
The
feel.
reason is he's still young enough that when he retires from football, he can run for president.
Yeah, he's sure can.
12 more than any player. 2.36 to the quarterback.
Charbonnet in the backfield. I need him to run for a loss of 20. That would help me out a lot. Zach Charbonnet
Man, you see that time though.
runs for 3 yards. Lawrence in on the tackle. So now do the Seahawks start really matriculating the ball down the field, or what do you think they do here? 11:06 on the clock currently.
You got to stick with what you're going with. In that
Yeah.
you can't just turtle shell and think that 5 points in 11 minutes what that offense is going to.
This is not the time to change your strategy. You just got to keep putting your foot on the throttle that's been working for you.
Because if you get a touchdown, that's 2 possessions with whatever time's left.
Geno in shotgun here.
Does really feel like it's time for the Cowboys defense to step up if they are going to.
Timeout.
I know they only have to, score 1 touchdown right now, but that's been something they've struggled with in the red zone.
It's like Disley was out of position the way Geno was going over to him, like, hey, man.
Yeah, Will Disley goes in motion and then goes back. Or maybe Geno just wanted to get Noah Fant back out on the field. So fuck this Will Disley guy. I was going to say earlier that maybe this is the Noah Fant breakout game. Maybe that's what we're seeing.
This is
Finally,
fantastic.
the one we've been waiting for. Finally.
I don't know a single person has been waiting for a Noah Fant breakout.
We've all been waiting.
Noah Fant's been waiting for
Five,
Are you not been keeping up with the chat?
Yeah. Yeah, the chat's been going wild about the Noah Fant.
We're 3rd and 1.
Breakout.
Noah Fant this. Noah Fant this. What can't Fant do?
So it's 1 yard. What do you for 2nd and 6? Okay, your scoreboard is not up.
Well, that's life. Geno drops back to pass quickly out of his hands again to JSN. He's got a good block,
And it looks like he gets it.
and it'll be
Just
close. Very, very
marking him short?
close. That's going to be close. And
30
they
inches, they say.
are going to indicate for the 3rd down. 3rd and inches. Big 3rd down here. Would be
Man,
forced
Push
to punt.
that tush. Push that tush.
Not
When
pushing
you
any
get to
tushes.
Geno.
He's going to.
Oh,
Did he get it?
Looks like he
Barely.
got it.
Yeah, he got it.
that was almost a risky decision to kind of get away from where all the blockers are. And
Yeah, QB sneak. But you know who else is really good at that style of QB sneaks is Russell Wilson. So
Oh,
I think the Seahawks kind of teach that to Russell Wilson, and now they are recycling that same style of QB sneak now with Geno. Except Russ usually goes to the right.
So they won't see it coming.
Yep, Geno takes it to the left and just finds the lane.
I think it's just not as big a body, so you can kind of push forward.
Yeah, he's got enough of a booty behind him. Geno hands the ball off to Charbonnet, who's having a pretty decent game, mostly through the air, through the ground. Those numbers won't look quite as impressive.
He has a touchdown, but he should definitely have 2
That
touchdowns.
cutback lane really caught his attention, though. I thought he was going to try to take it.
He's got 18 carries for 59 yards. So
Metcalf has a Randy Moss stat where
he sure does.
6 receptions, 134 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Kenneth Walker watching from the bench. Play action.
Wow.
Oh, arm is
Look at
hit.
that.
They're going to pick that ball up. It's going to be a forward
They
pass.
whistled it.
Did they whistle it?
And now they do. It'll be 3rd and 7 here. Great pressure. Cowboys send the blitz.
Charbonnet really kind of felt like he missed his assignment there, trying to get out into the route instead of chipping on a number 90 especially.
Very, very close.
Has spiral though. That's
Oh,
what we
yeah.
always talk about.
It's clearly a pass, but, I mean, physically, it was
Split second.
Split second.
Yeah,
Sounds weird, but Geno did really well to flip his wrist on that one.
sure did. Got the pass
So on
away.
the flip, dude. It's
Geno
like
Drops back.
Leviosa.
sets the pass, throws it to JSN.
Oh, I
He's
think
going
he
to
was shy on
be.
that.
I thought he was shy. His helmet was
They are
ahead
gonna
of the
give it
line
to
of
him.
game, but they're going to give it to him.
I would challenge that.
Good luck.
Yeah, you can't really see where the ball is whatsoever. JSN, another great play.
It feels like they're giving him a whole extra yard from what I saw. But again, it's tiny TV we're watching this game on, so it is hard to keep up with the details.
It really does suck. I mean, from that angle, that would look short too, right? Okay, so we got the ball on this one. It does not get to the 5. Oh yeah, that was a favorable spot. He was short. He didn't get to that 45-yard line. It was pretty clear. Play action nonetheless. Throws it deep, and he's got Lockett. He dropped
Monster.
wide open.
Oh.
Land on the coverage, sort of. Lockett had so much separation, and just straight up drops it. Just
That
like I
was-
dropped him off of my roster.
That was
What is
absolute
that?
monster.
What is he doing?
Catch footballs.
Oh,
Watch his feet though. He loses it right as it's coming at him. He just loses. Maybe
Hit him in the helmet.
a little earlier than he expected.
Shoulder pads are too tight.
imagine if he broke his hand right there.
That's just a good old fashioned drop.
There was a football player that
No excuse.
That's
strained
right.
his sternum sneezing.
Gus Farrat broke his neck headbutting the goalpost.
I don't feel like that's as embarrassing as that.
Geno drops back the pass. He's going to get pressure. He's going to get hit. He's going to go down. He throws it into the turf. Looks like a fumble. Seems like that is still a live ball. Incomplete is what they're indicating again.
It's gonna be intentional grounding, isn't it?
Well, it bounced right up to DJ Dallas there, so I don't think you can call that intentional grounding.
Well, let's see where where the ball bounces from, because it's got to be from there.
Big ball under pressure. He hits him.
No,
Yeah, he kind of shoveled it forward there.
I mean, it's like
Where's his receiver?
where's his receiver and where's the
DJ Dallas right there,
Yeah.
the guy who picked the ball up. So, yeah, 3rd down and 10. Jake Bobo goes in motion. Throw to Jake Bobo, please. Please. It is to Jake Bobo. It's a screen to Jake Bobo, and he scored the 1st down. Damn it.
They're definitely not going to give him that one, right?
No. That's Jake
do
Bobo.
you go for it?
He's an undrafted rookie. He's not the first rookie taken.
What's Pete Carroll's call on this one?
The old Pete Carroll's punting this one. I'll tell you that much.
The guy that you hate?
Yeah, that's the guy that I hate, though. The Pete Carroll I know. 2023 Pete Carroll. 2023 Pete, you know he's going for it.
You try to draw them off sides and see if you can get Dallas to bait Dallas into what they've been doing all day.
They've been able to so far. He's under center, so we're going to get a hard count here for sure. Nope. Quick snap to – oh, no, I hate that
All the
play,
way
Pete.
broke it up.
I hate that call, Pete. Charbonnet
Now
tackled
you're
for a
on
loss. DeMarcus Lawrence, who's been on some big tackles for losses this game. I don't think he's gotten to the quarterback yet, but he's gotten what feels like 2 or 3 TFLs and a big one there for another turnover.
Whip on Red Bryant looked like he's 67. He just had a literally the defender got lower than him, and then the second defender just stepped right over him.
Dak's going to step up here.
Yeah. This is Dak's time to shine. Down 5. Got to have a touchdown here. 4th quarter, prime time. I mean, he's had a great game so far, but this is what's going to make Dak a real guy and what's going to make the Cowboys a real contender here if they can score this touchdown.
That's actually, we're watching a Google Pixel 8 commercial. That's thing. It's pretty incredible, dude. We live in the future, bro.
That's pretty cool. I'm sure it works
For someone that
perfectly.
takes terrible pictures.
I take terrible pictures.
My pictures look like the rides at Six Flags whenever you would get like the still photo like this.
You get Forrest Whitaker in my left arm.
Mine are always blinked out because I flip off the camera on the way by. They don't show that at Six Flags.
You flash the camera.
I just gave him a finger and a flash them. I know. Dude, I was so hardcore in my teen years. I had my friend.
I think Punk Miles Francis over
I had
here.
my Fred Durst Boston hat, or New York Yankees hat on, the red one.
Just one of those days, huh?
It was. And I never wanted to wake up.
There has to be a Six Flags job, like employee that's like, all right, you're gonna censor the cameras. Like you gotta look for
You gotta look
titties.
at every single boring ass same picture of every person that
You're going
gets
to see a lot of middle fingers, but you might get to see some subpar, maybe decent titties.
Yeah, dude.
There's a CD
because they're on the
so much
downfall.
Somebody has a CD-ROM somewhere of titties. It's like Six Flags titties.
You're going to see a mom whose titties are covering her face because of so many G's.
on the Texas Giants.
Yeah.
Dude, the
Those
new
G
giant,
cups and G's, that's going to be an event worth seeing.
the non-wooden Texas Giant is probably the funnest ride at Six Flags.
Oh, the new Texas Giant is an incredible roller coaster. One of my favorites. Matt McElhone, local comedian Matt McElhone, and I actually went to Six Flags not too long ago, and we were very disappointed because they still have the photo booths and the cameras, but they no longer actually like seemingly hire somebody to do that job. So they just sit there looking really sad, honestly. And you know, we were being stupid, and we were like, "Let's get a cool picture." And they do the flash, but it doesn't actually do anything. Did I take it back?
Route to CD Lamb could be close to a first down. The rookie Devin Witherspoon. Oh, another flag. Is that going to be a late hit?
To be very, very clear, Paxton, if we're ever in a situation,
Charbonnet's getting hurt.
Charbonnet's going to the medical tent drink.
Pointing at his sternum.
if we're ever in a situation where Jamie leaves and others leave, where somebody else has to take play-by-play, I should be the last option to the point where one of you from off camera, while here, should just guess based on what you hear.
Let Natalie do play-by-play off camera.
Natalie Hobson.
The guy in the Y just got that
That's
round
rude.
thing.
Okay, handoff to Tony Pollard.
That was me.
Big run, gain of 17.
What did you say to me, Paxton Bailey, about me not going up the middle?
Rumbling.
Who's your power back now,
Stumbling.
bitch?
Yeah, Paxton. Quit disparaging Tony's name.
One time. Let me guess, you could run better than him too, right?
Yeah, I could. Because I would die on that field for the Dallas Cowboys in one minimum league.
If you grade your performance on whether you die or not on the field, I guess you would win over anybody.
I have no doubt that he would die on the field.
Ooh, I would walk up to
Almost.
Jerry Jones and say, hey, by the end of this year,
Incomplete pass, by the way.
by the end of this year, I will be legally dead.
So, has anyone ever made the NFL roster by jumping out onto the field and like juking security guards?
I know there's a professional soccer game where a fan dressed as the team, like wearing the team's jersey, jumped into the field and actually got a pass from a teammate.
I did see
and
that.
kicked the goal in because soccer is crazy and has ridiculous rules.
Counted. Dak Prescott drops back to pass to CeeDee Lamb. He catches. It'll be Tariq Woolen taking him down. Tariq Woolen and Gallup getting really handsy previously. No flag on that one. Clock runs. It'll be third and short. CeeDee Lamb with 11 receptions, 110 yards, and a touchdown. And that is a CeeDee Lamb stat line.
Might make it two here.
Is he
Trying real hard.
Is he still on the streak that he was at?
Third and 3 here for the Cowboys. Brandon Cooks goes out in motion illegally again. They don't call it. Dak throws it to CeeDee Lamb.
First down.
12 receptions now and a first down added to the stat line. Yeah, I do miss his snot, but now it's just too played out. Everyone stole it.
Mm-hmm.
Great blocking again by this Cowboys offensive line. Dak can do whatever he wants. Just
He
like
wants to go to CD Lamb.
he does. And why wouldn't you? Look at him.
'Cause I have
Handsome,
friends with
talented.
fantasy.
Look at that clock running, even though he was clearly pushed out of bounds.
Handoff up the middle. No, Dak keeps it, and he's got the corner. And ooh, Devin Witherspoon. Or no, it's Tariq Woolen.
Oh, no, Willis is turning it back.
They're chirping at
There
each
you
other.
go. Get Dak angry. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
He better be worried. Look at the twins on him. Tyler Smith and Tyron Smith.
The Terror Twins.
Yeah, dude. I'm beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, 55 collapses there, Jones. He was supposed to be holding that
He almost
line.
got there, y'all. It was close.
Tolbert, yeah. Blocking
yeah,
Reese Woolen.
Okay.
Second and 2 where they spot the ball. Clock is stopped. Pollard behind Dak, and that's going to be a delay of game. Cowboys call a timeout. They do. They do call the timeout. It'll be
No, I think it's the first one.
first of the half.
I was looking at the wrong side.
First of the half. Yep, Amazon's timeout reader not super clear.
Still haven't literally still hasn't taken the time off the
Off the graphic for the Amazon Prime. Yeah, you can really tell by who, if it's like a football fan or if it's just like a graphic designer who designs the.
sounds like Amazon primitive right now. That's what it is.
They still don't have that timeout taken off. He drops back to pass, pump fake, 2nd and 7, touchdown!
Let's go, Bernie Bird.
Holy shit.
Fergalicious definition. Make them boys go crazy.
That's exactly what he did. That's perfect play-by-play.
Thank you.
I couldn't do that.
Oh, no shit.
But I
What would it
did.
have killed you?
I would die for that.
Jamal Adams just getting bodied out by the big body Jake Ferguson. So they took that penalty is why they didn't take the timeout. It was 2nd and 7 instead of 2nd and 2. So the Cowboys just straight up take the penalty. They don't throw the flag. They don't address it on the actual screen, but doesn't matter. Now they're going for 2
Now they're
here.
going 2, which is smart.
Late in the game, yeah, why wouldn't you? So this is a big consequential 2-point conversion, and Dak's going to drop back the pass. He's going to throw it over the middle to an open Brandon Cook.
Giddy.
And we have a Cowboys lead.
And do we have a Dak Prescott MVP game-winning drive, or
It's 1 touchdown.
they're getting a defensive touchdown, and Cowboys put up 38 in the game.
There's still 4.5 minutes left.
But
You don't need a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. Yeah.
They're going to run the clock now.
No,
Seahawks only have 2 timeouts. They're going to
You might fumble.
run the clock. We need Charbonnet to snake back and run back about 10 yards, lose 10 yards on a run.
did we get an update on his injury?
Nope, we did
I
not.
saw him go to the tent. It was last
maybe a
year.
DJ Dallas time.
Might be Tiempo to DJ Dallas.
Wow.
Which means they're going to have to do a lot of parlay.
Bilingual.
Well, I changed Fergie's logo to crazy earlier. I felt bad about that. So, in my call of the touchdown, Fergalicious definition, make them boys go crazy, is what I said. Proud of it, by the way.
Yeah, that was a good bit, dude.
Thank you.
That's what I said for the commentary.
Yeah.
Do we need to go back over how great you are?
No. Yeah.
Go be in
Do you want to go back to the replay? I'm going to overturn it, dude. I changed my mind. That commentary sucks.
Commentaries think. Well, I don't care. We're gonna run it anyway.
This seems like a show our friend James would be interested in.
Bookie.
Yeah.
We do allegedly have members on the cast who allegedly recommend people go to their local bookies in Dallas instead of because that's the best line you're going to get if you're betting against the Cowboys. Which I don't think they're going back to that. I don't think they're covering this spread.
1 touchdown, dude. No thanks. It's going to be bland, too, just because he's mad he didn't score on that last
That
one.
would be awesome.
And he doesn't want to get that back to touchdowns. There's a lot on this touchdown, dude. You just don't have the vision, man. I'm standing by my no-brainer.
So we're seeing a Coach Prime
On
on-prime documentary where he's going to win 4 games, and they just hyped it up from a soundbite from after their second win of the season. When they started out 2-0.
Deep cuts on that.
That's going to be an interesting game. Have you ever y'all hang out here much at the Star?
I've worked a couple of events there.
Pretty fun, pretty cool place to hang out. Looks like it's entirely empty right now, which is kind of strange, but here we are. Kick us away.
It's not a nice night in Dallas. It's really foggy and rainy.
It is. That's true. So we should go there and hang out. We have front row seats on that.
Not Jumbotron.
Yeah. Sweet.
That's Paxton's athleticism on the football field there.
Yeah, there we go.
We could theoretically go live there. The audio would probably be an issue, but we could do it.
Do they have a goalpost? I would love to try to do a field goal competition.
That's a good question.
We'll have Paxton Bailey
I don't
do a
think they
video
do.
saying, Jake Ferguson, I'm coming for you. And then just highlight
And then we
montage.
become best friends. Yeah, sounds like a great idea, Ryan.
Texas takes high school and middle school football too seriously
They
because
do.
we can't just go walk on a field like we were when I was a kid and just kick field goals. They're all locked up and fancy.
Yeah.
Just jump with friends.
I mean, you do that.
Geno drops back to pass, throws it to the right to JSN again on the reception.
Waking him up.
Gain of 20 on the play. 14:25 on the clock. So now, how do the Seahawks approach this time management situation? They kind of botched it at the end of the first half. Do they run fast here and try to score a touchdown, or do they just kind of run the clock out here and try and score with 0 seconds left?
It is DJ Dallas on the
It is DJ Dallas to get the start of this drive. He'll gain about 6 on that run. And now it feels like the Seahawks are trying to kind of slow play it instead of fast play it.
I think they're just trying to get out of their own end and then dictate.
It's a literal 4-minute drill here that they're going to try and pull off. That's a lot of time to get off the clock, especially with the Cowboys with 3 timeouts. If I was the Seahawks, I would not even be.
I think the Cowboys do only have 2 timeouts, and that graphic is incorrect.
No, they took the delay game.
Yes.
Oh,
So
I
close
missed
to
that.
that.
My mistake.
So Geno drops back to pass, dumps it off to DJ. It's incomplete. It'll stop the clock. Yeah, I don't think the clock is really a factor for the Cowboys at this moment.
Yeah.
In my
they have to get in a lot of first downs.
Yeah. They'd have to really, really slow play it. They should be concerned about scoring a touchdown here.
How much
Over
does that guy
anything.
spend on helmets?
That was pretty.
He had a
That's
beer,
pretty
beer can on
Oh, that was the same guy?
Yeah, it's the same guy. This time he had an LED one.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool.
What a hobby. How do you get into that?
Season tickets.
Be
So
very rich for.
Yeah, that's step 1.
Yeah. That's Step 1.
Maybe
profit.
that's his profit.
rich or related.
Drops back to pass, throws it to his first read, which is JSN. It gets
Not
broken
there.
up on that play.
They have to go for it.
They have to go for it.
I'm seeing a potential knee injury for Charbonnet.
That is not good since he's already their backup, if I'm not mistaken.
They're gonna have to go to DJ Dallas. though.
DJ Dallas be the number 1 pickup off of waivers. I think we're kind of expecting Walker to be coming back within the next week or 2.
Hopefully.
So it'll be a DJ Dallas spree. You'll have to go grab him for 1 game, and then it'll be Walker time again. Not today, though. Walker comes in to block, it appears. Geno Smith drops back to pass. He does block. He throws it up to Ryan Bland almost gets his second interception of the game.
That's fine.
Though, honestly, for the field position aspect, I think that it's better that he didn't take it.
Yeah.
That is a misread
Even
by
with
the
him.
rookie. The rookie ran the wrong route.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did. And that's probably why they haven't been confident to go to him early on in the season. It's maybe a little bit of a learning curve for the young man.
The Dallas Cowboys are obviously going to march down the field for a
Yeah.
touchdown right now.
I think you're right. I think Geno was expecting him to take that route a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And he ran it a little bit more shallow.
Yeah, he was
That's in there.
supposed to run a corner. He ran it deep.
Ooh.
out.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised Bland didn't catch that. But again, I don't think it was necessarily the worst thing to happen for the Cowboys.
I still contest that they should have Bland run some offensive plays because his game-breaking skills are absolutely ridiculous.
Handoff goes to Tony Pollard. He's going to get stopped by Bobby Wagner. But that's why he's playing past the whistle, right? Bobby is, because plays like that happen where they're going to hold on that whistle and he's going to punch forward for a gain of 3. Bobby Wagner has to have like 40 tackles this
Pete
game.
Carroll, 36-0 and scoring 35+ points.
Wow.
Seems like we're jinxing him here. Like they're just gonna throw that stat out there as the like.
That's
absolute-
what
They
everyone-
can do that.
The source of the time Jamie said that Dak was going to be MVP this season.
Every time someone brings up a pick, they always throw a pick right after.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Pollard behind Dak Prescott. Hands the ball off to CeeDee Lamb. He's going to get the first down. He's going to be gone. Luckily, the rookie, speedy rookie Devin Witherspoon's able to track him down, but not after a massive gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. In field goal range, theoretically able to go up by 6 with the field goal, which is significant, right? If you go up 2 scores, but they're probably thinking, hey, let's go up.
Regular.
Well, again, either way, they get over 40, but that's another thing that they've done in every game at home so far, I believe.
Yeah, except for against the Jets.
Yeah.
Who the Jets have a good
Have a
defense,
mean
and they
defense.
did not score many points. I was there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There was I think the biggest play from the Jets team all season was like a 45-yard touchdown to Garrett Wilson. It was the only time he got the football in space this season.
And that was at the Cowboys game.
Yep, Garrett Wilson to Zach Wilson to Garrett Wilson, yeah. Yep, it was fun. He showed his speed against the Cowboys defense, and that was pretty much all she wrote for the Cowboys defense and the Jets offense for the rest of the season. Go, Pete.
Time it comes up, I'm gonna
Breakfast up there?
Taco Bell.
The $5 box that they have, I'm glad. I might hit that up later because that's the deal at Taco Bell. I was going to wait for a while. But
Go ahead.
I have zero desire to have any breakfast from Taco Bell
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a no for me.
The only thing about Taco Bell for me is I have to take the next exit, so I have to spend just 3
You drive
more
past your
minutes.
house.
Kinda. It's really
You're in between.
yeah. So like
So you go half an exit past your house to go to Taco Bell.
exactly, and they don't have ice cream. If I'm being bad, I'm being slutty bad, and I'm getting ice cream as well. So I'm probably getting Whataburgers, chicken fingers, and a strawberry milkshake.
What is your ice cream of choice when you?
If I get a pint and I'm feeling once again slutty, I'll go Ben and Jerry's, of course, because you can't beat them.
Yeah.
But going classic Bluebell, cookie two-step is the best Bluebell flavor.
What about?
I'm more of a Ben and Jerry's guy
What's your
myself.
Ben and Jerry's flavor?
Ben and
We
Jerry's.
get it, you're a doctor.
More expensive than that.
It is slightly double what a blue bell pint
So
is.
when I'm trying to treat myself, I don't look at the ice cream prices. Then
That's what you've already decided you're making that.
What is your Ben and Jerry's flavor?
American Dream.
That's a
name,
good
of,
choice.
name of our Wi-Fi router.
That's a good choice.
That's my backup, but I always go half baked.
Half baked is my primary. American Cone is my second.
I
100%.
do like Cherry Garcia.
That's a good if you're in the right mood for it.
Exactly.
Well,
Strawberry
I-
cheesecake is the same way.
Yeah, I can't go Cherry Garcia's.
Natalie off mic. We are back to our game. Tony Pollard takes another carry, will gain about 4 on the play.
Just
And
2 in the morning.
now the Seahawks are going to call a timeout. Bobby Wagner has 13 tackles this game.
And you know
A
this
little
game,
shy of the 40 prediction, but
Yeah, that's hyperbole, but 13 is a lot of
13 is a lot of tackles.
and if they had missed that field goal in the first half, this game would be tied.
That's a crazy thing to think about. You're right.
One last ice cream thing. It's limited edition, so it didn't count in my rankings, but the Dr. Pepper float from Bluebell is kick-ass.
There.
Working on Geno Smith's wrist flexors.
Rafael
Forearm
Ramirez
is
just
forearm.
messaged me to say that we seem sad here in the second half. He said we were happy early and now we're sad. Are y'all feeling depressed?
I'm just
Just
locked in.
tired. Just tired, and it's just like
I think
the penalties on that first drive of the third quarter for each just kind of took me out.
Dak hands the ball up the middle again to Tony Pollard. Bobby Wagner on the tackle again.
I say all that to say a very happy shout out to Rafael Ramirez.
Yeah. I think maybe a couple of cast members have gotten a little bit sleepy. I've been pretty coked up all game though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I feel pretty good about it.
you're blowing right through that.
It was like
Get
my
my nose spray.
3rd or 4th Coke of the game.
I'm sad to hear you.
T-shirt right?
Pete Carroll versus Mike McCarthy. Did you
You
guys?
have Mike's in the NFL coaching. Mike, I think Mike is easily the most common first name of an NFL coach.
Yeah. Free?
I bring up him every cast. I just love Mike McDaniel so much for the Miami Dolphins. He's so fun to watch every week.
Mike
So I
Tomlin.
think to get away with the most.
Mike Tomlin's, I think, the best coach in the NFL.
Also talk about him a lot.
Mhm.
Mike Dan Campbell. His first name's Mike. People don't
No
know
way,
that.
really?
No, I'm joking. Dak drops back to pass, throws it up to the corner of the end zone, and CeeDee Lamb is targeted on the play. He's kind of impeded, but not so much so that the referees throw a flag. 4th and 3, and now we have an interesting decision here for the Cowboys. So first of all, they stopped the clock with that play, and now they have 4th and a little bit longer than you feel good about. So they're going to go for the kill shot here.
Yeah.
That and with even if you don't make it,
Yeah, so
Okay.
first down,
99
game
yards.
over, field goal, game is still up in the air. So they're going to go for the game over here, or they're just going to pretend to call play and they're going to try and get a jump.
either
And that's
that,
exactly what they
Okay.
do.
I was
So
gonna say,
now-
even if they didn't make it, they're still starting behind the 20, and so I think you feel good about field position watching your defense.
Yeah, but field goal ties it, right?
Yeah,
So
they don't have to give them a lot of room.
true. So
I'm just saying, if
they also don't
you
have
did go for it, I was like, to me, the risk reward of going for it and not making it is still better than just taking the field goal. Just because one, you take off a little more time, and two, if you do score a field goal, you kick off and they're starting at the 25.
I feel like this has a huge bite back potential
Mhm.
with this field goal because it only takes one play and they lose the
It's a
game.
tough decision, and that's why I think they really should have just ran it again on third down.
Yeah.
So that way, if you're short, hey, clock's running, you feel a lot better about giving them the ball back with a minute left instead of a minute 46 with no timeouts.
You also might be less short for that fourth.
Bingo! You can set yourself up better. Kick is up. Kick is
It's
good either way. So they'll go up 6 points.
And they will break the 40-point mark.
The Cowboys will. They'll break the 40-point mark. They'll have to kick the ball away. So, yeah, I just really don't like that they went up to CeeDee Lamb in the corner of the end zone, low percentage pass there. You know, because first down, you win the game.
Honestly, even a Dak rollout and slide seems like a better choice than a throw to the CD in that corner.
You know, don't like it. Don't like it all the way.
I would argue even taking a slight loss but keeping the clock running is in your best interest in that spot.
You know, minute 43 left on the clock. Seattle Seahawks have no timeouts. So touchdown does the same thing for you there as a first down does. You win the game no matter what.
No matter what,
Both
as long as you
ways.
keep that.
So why are they going on that deep route to CD?
Is
They're getting their eyes are too big and they're trying to get a touchdown when they, like you said, just need a first down. First down is their best play at that point. They don't need a touchdown. Right
Yeah, it was
It was a greedy play.
too greedy.
I think they wanted to give CD another touchdown, and they tried their darndest. I wonder if Cook's cutting across what kind of coverage he had.
what's about to happen is they're going to air it out. Bland's going to run it back and take over the record for Metcalf, or take over the
He's already got it.
Yeah.
I think he's already got it.
Well, he's gonna tie it back up.
Yeah,
Bland's
that's what
gonna
it is.
pick six, tie it back up
Mhm.
instead of taking a knee. He's gonna run it back in for the
All
record.
that.
I won't blame him. They go up two scores.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Go for 2, 14-point game. Game over. So why not? I support Deron Bland taking another pick six here, if given the
And what an
opportunity.
exciting way. It's like a walk-off grand slam sort of ending to the game.
It would be pretty sweet. Seahawks would just have to knee it. Be like, all right, you guys got it.
I mean, at that point, what else would you do? Yeah,
Run,
exactly.
he just run it. I think.
Geno 5 wide in the shotgun, throws it deep to the right. It'll be Tyler Lockett had a big drop earlier. He catches that one for a first down gain of about 20. And Tyler Lockett,
Did you stop the clock?
talk about a guy. Yeah, stop the clock. Well said, Miles. Talk about a guy who creates separation. Let's see this route on Deron Bland. He goes, what? And he's just so fast.
His
man.
dad and his uncle both, I think, were NFL receivers before him.
Guy.
Were they big whoop for
Heath
as well, or is that
Lockett
just him?
I can't remember his uncle's name, but I think Keith Lockett was one. And they all wore the same number.
Here we go. Geno Smith drops back to pass, throws it to the left to his check down. That'll be Noah Fant in a sweet visor. He looks great in that visor, too, by the way. Clock runs after
Not
Bell
as good as
tackles.
DK.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't have the same effect as DK's does.
Yeah, well.
DK's also rocked up.
Yeah.
DK looks like like the Fox logo.
Geno drops back again, pressure a little bit up the middle, and again, Noah Fant, this time he drops it off the turf. 3rd and 2.
That may have been better suited to drop it anyways, because time-wise, your minimal gain and then clock of getting that all set back up.
Yeah. So they still got plenty of time here. Not like they're playing for a Hail Mary or anything at the moment, but big 3rd down.
Yeah. Very important.
Obvious 4-down territory. So they'll have 2 attempts to get these 2 yards. They're going to elevate the clock for them for some reason. Geno, little muddle huddle situation here for the pass rush. Send 4, and it's broken up well. JSN unable to get the separation there on the crossing route. Lewis with the pass breakup. It'll be 4th and 2, so they'll need this one for the game.
Yeah.
Need to get a first down for the game. Can be in bounds. You can run the clock. You can have so they probably have 2 plays in the huddle right here. So we're gonna get the first down. Once we get the first down, we're running this play no matter what.
I say you run everybody deep and just have somebody underneath just to get the first. And
Or
then-
just let Geno get it underneath it. Because they're gonna send like this weird, they're not gonna
Another stack
this weird muddle thing and they're going to send probably 4. Nope, they send 6.
And Micah has a straight
Micah
shot.
wide open.
Straight shot.
Wow.
DJ Dallas
Unreal.
towards his feet.
Somebody had to have missed an assignment on that one.
No, they sent a 0 blitz. It was they sent 6. The Cowboys did. There's nobody left off the block.
He's the last person you leave open, though. I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe you block number 11.
Yeah, you put a body on 11 and
That's fair.
to slow him down.
Maybe one
yeah,
guy.
I mean, like literally desperate.
What the hell was that?
Dallas just missed it. Dallas couldn't get over in time.
Yeah.
Well, that can't be Dallas's job to do that.
I feel like they should have shifted Dallas over to put him in.
if it wasn't Micah, it would have
But
been
old Abe Lucas didn't even pretend to look in Micah's direction.
He was scared.
I think he was. I think he's like, I'm just going to pretend like I don't see Micah Parsons there.
Didn't see it. Didn't happen.
So that
I don't want to have to hit him.
so that's game. Thank you guys for watching.
Neil, yep.
Please subscribe to the channel. My name is Jamie Jakes. You can follow me at JamJKS on X. Mr. Mo stays off. Miles Francis on all platforms. What do you have to say?
Follow me everywhere on all platforms. That Mr. Most Days Off. And if you live in the Dallas area, come out to Dallas Comedy Club this weekend. I'll be there at 10:30 Saturday night.
Oh, yeah. And Mr. Ryan Perrio at Ryan Perrio on all social media platforms. Thanks for coming. What do you got to say?
I'll be at Dallas Comedy Club all weekend with DJ Denver. 2 shows Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and 9:30.
Brilliant. Paxton Bailey at @Bailey_comedy. Dingbat District on YouTube. I have an episode with Tony Ramos coming out within 2 weeks of today. We were watching it before we got on this live stream. It was very entertaining. Can't wait to see that in full length. Paxton Bailey, thanks for coming. What do you got to tell them?
Also, follow the podcast Instagram page, Dingbat District Podcast. Going to be dropping some new clips coming out with them here pretty soon. Can't wait to drop those. They're very funny.
Thank you, and good night.